Ah, Hajime Tenchi. I'm gonna be hopping in now. I just put on a new anti-glare coating for my screen, and it's actually working decently, except for the... Hajime Tenchi, how are you doing? Well, since you're here right now, I guess that this means I can do my rolls with a few buffets. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, second. Shop. Buy these fates. Go. Oh, and we can also get our 5th Amber Constellation. There we go. That's another nice thing happening at the start of the month. Go and get 5 of these bad boys. Understandable. It is what it is, I guess. Get some more, Okay. So in that case, yeah. Well, honestly, I'm gonna be getting stuff from the shop. I should probably be getting those free things of experience too. Nothing really. Well, I took out the trash. But oh right, this isn't C5. This is C6. Okay, interesting. There we go. C6 Amber. There we go. It's all done now. But that I've been having some eye issues due to screen glare, I'm pretty sure. But I mistakenly attributed it to my computer screen when it was almost certainly due to... There's a quote-unquote screen protector, and I say that in the most derogatory sense possible, on the crappy rip-off fake OtterBox case I got for my new phone. And it's really, really, really shiny, and I realized pretty quickly, oh, that's what's causing the issues. So I got a new case, and I'm gonna trash or return this current one once it shows up, but the glare protector is actually pretty nice. Yeah, it's bad. But, like I was saying, I put it on, but since I'd been using this monitor in 2 very dusty rooms for 9 months, it's got all these air bubbles. And it's actually really, really nice, but the air bubbles are so distracting. I'm probably going to have to just call this one a loss, buy some detergent and a literal microfiber cloth, and scrub it all down and buy another one of these matte screen covers, which sucks. But because I took so long trying to apply it just to find out, oh, I literally can't clean it adequately enough to get rid of these bubbles, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, no, I can't either, but it's worse than additional screen glare. But it's so annoying to have to... And this case was actually pretty nice, too. It's basically a brick. This phone would literally never break, but if it destroys my eyes, it's not exactly workable. We're at 16 right now. This will take us to 21. Okay. See if we get anything good. That'll be 17. Nope, nothing. 18. And nothing again. 19. Okay. Come on. 20. And 21. Oh, okay, so we got a purple. That's good. This is gonna be... Oh, that's actually really good. Finally, my 6-sack sword, and this one is just gonna be R1. So not amazing, but depending on who I put it on, I could maybe make this work. So next to my R5, I can now start building another one up and hopefully get more. That said, the cooldown is way high here. That said, it would actually work pretty decently on Chi-Chi, probably, even at just R1. Yeah, sure. Oh, Hajime Tenchi. Amelia Cam 695. How are you doing today? Yeah, tell me. I'm going, and yeah. Ever so closer to your 100 follow karaoke stream. Okay. Go over, get this a bit more, and then we're just going back to the prison. That said, the bubbles are really mostly on the right half of the screen. near the edge. So it's really not all that bad. Yeah, what about it? Did he throw in some blue fates and accidentally get something good? Okay. But either way, I guess I'll level that one up eventually. Should be good if I want to... Guess I could use that for maybe running Kazo on one side and Shinchou on the other. What did you unlock? Okay. Either way, it's time to go back to prison. Yeah, I find it really funny. Oh, okay, so you got Gavrier, Lajavard, and Fontaine. And then what happened? Wait. So he doesn't even do his own exploration? Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, okay. Honestly, that probably only made your life harder. Okay. Why did you agree to that? Okay. But I can go and get a bit more there. But the wild thing is, I feel like I need to stop naming my stream. Oh, okay, understandable. I feel like I need to stop naming my streams in advance. Because I named this assuming, okay, I'll get Archon Quest number 3 done, and surely only one of them will be in the prison underwater. And there's going to be one, the next one will be above ground, maybe in the Institute. And then it wasn't the case, and I felt like an idiot. I feel like it would frankly be better for me to advertise what I plan to be doing instead of just naming it. Yeah. But you like it when I'm stupid, right? Last I checked. Okay. Either way, we can investigate freely. So now I guess we're going to try to find... Oh, right, we can get another welfare meal. Okay, good. Go and find Fremine somewhere. So these guys... Good. Okay. Hitemioze. Okay. I do like... Honestly, I really do like the screen code I put on, except for the bubbles. Because it does really just reduce glare and blue light and all that. But, you know, you live and you learn. Parasites, aristocrats, a bunch of dogs. No dogs. Special or something, just a convict. Any better, marked for life. You don't buy that? Giant flood, start over from nothing. Family. Service, have to leave, stay here and work afterwards. So live there anyway. Like you? Useless. I'm happy about everything up top, and they're talking about the flood again. Oh, that's interesting. Don't think that's a water leak. I think that might be a water leak. That might also just be Nouvelette's thing proccing during the cutscene. Oh, right, because they're trying to get up to the surface. That's funny. Didn't even think about that. Underworld or overworld? The underground. Normal. It's true. Okay. So, investigate that. We may as well get our welfare meal. You do your job well. Okay. Here we go. Enjoy your meal. Okay, so we can go and check and grab our welfare meal. It's delicious. Oh! Occasionally get a delicious one. That's cool. Delicious baguette and a fortune strip. Oh, these are fighting tips. That's funny. Okay. So we got that. Got our free food. Talk to these guys real quickly. So to stay here, wish I could see the same. Sinister. Okay, so they all trigger the same dialogue no matter what. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. Is she gonna say anything special, or... Oh, it's just gonna be about the form again. Okay. More people over here. Assume there's gonna be a quest domain in this Archon Quest. Let's go listen in. Mojito. Okay. Not a faucet. All over all of a sudden. Kimetachi Daddy. Eavesdropping something private. So, what are they talking about? Nanda? Just looking to join in on a fun. What is that? Don't mind extroverts. So they're mostly introverts in this prison. Really nice. Trying to butter them up. Quistro. Tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info that I know you do. What sense? His grace. Interesting. So they didn't know about the traveler, probably because they've been down for absolute years, but it's because of her Fesley. A little mistake, a good attitude. So what does he mean by that? Christo and Labyrinth and Bombshell Brothers. Information that is explosive and mind-blowing. Gossips, okay. So, knowing intelligence is working with new rumors is not getting along. Oh, that? Oh, my Archon. Okay. Worthy of it, massage his ego. Welfare meals. He's probably working in the kitchen or something. That's what I isn't. Yeah, okay. He's not the chef, but he's a kitchen assistant, so that's how they name them. Steaks. Okay, interesting. Probably weren't even that good. Maybe. Culinary school. He studied cooking. So bombshell. So they said bombshell again, winking. Complicated power structure like dogs. The Duke, okay. Bother dealing with it. Special perks and better treatment because of Sigwin, I guess, and Researcher from the Institute, so there's really a secret about the fortress. He might know something about it. Could have been involved with construction or something. Another inmate. Frequents the infirmary. Corridor of the Watervane. Got into a fight. Terrible. A library. A woman. Oh, okay. Got into a fight. Sick bay. So what are they doing in the sick bay? Some kind of experiment? Think. Oh, they're gossiping about romance. Thinking. Okay. So there must be some kind of rendezvous, but I would assume it's more for a plot. On your backs, good gossip is still gossip. They're just like you. Okay. I wonder if anything more will show up in the case file. Yep, it will. Okay, so this is just the blood-covered food, no dirt. Okay. Oh, the gossips. Sponsor Fontaine, making a profit. Products trade for free. Okay. Donations, real value of coupons. Have to work every day. Okay, good. Understandable. Wonder if we'll get another record for this quest, or if it'll just keep using the one we already have, or maybe not even use it at all. We'll see. Either way, tomorrow the new case should be coming in, so my eyes should hopefully be usable again. We'll see. That said, I feel like... Is there a way for me to... Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Oh, wait. So this... Oh, okay, so not just... My poor, aching, addled eyes. You over there. You like playing card games. Genius Invocation TCG. Yes, in fact, we do. It's just bad luck. People down here, mint in the wild, everywhere. It is interesting that they haven't added TCG players to NPCs in Fontaine. That said, apparently you can buy a TCG card, the Pancratian card, from the Rag and Bone Shop with credit coupons. Join the game, no thanks, no pressure. Okay, just checking. It's like this. Come here to fight. Cards are punches all the same. Oh, nice. Yeah, the shop wasn't available to me when I went there last, so I was wondering if you knew other nations. Okay, card players chatting with us? Sure. Longer than us, seniority. Some stories about this place. Always a step in front. Well, in that case, I'll have to throw some banana peels ahead of me for you to slip on. Oh, nice. You're getting close. You can find a specific in mind, pick a topic. Heard it already? It's strange rumors. Cannibals gossiping in the corner. Well, green shells are hard to aim. Red shells only work if you're the person closest ahead of me, and a blue shell would only work if you were in first place. We still in lava room? Yep, exactly. Quite a pair, having some gossip. More time on the hands. Okay, chef and a bartender. So they actually were, okay. So that's just... Bless you, chef stuff. Yeah. I used to play a good amount of Mario Kart. Anything else to tell us? Anything tantalizing? Bethesda was also a prisoner. Okay. Serious.
公爵もかつては俺ら
Yeah,
の一員だ
well,
った
it's
んだ
mostly just that
罪を犯し
it
てここに
doesn't
追
have
放
to
され
pick up
その後どういうわけか
any
ここのト
kind
ップ
of
になった
game noise anymore. Also, the walls in my house are paper thin. Committing some crime, rising up to become
た
the
だの囚
warden.
人からメロピデ
You're
要
the
塞の
whole
トッ
place
プにだなんて
respected. A
正
forbidden
直なとこ
zone.
ろひいき
Forbidden zone? Just made
誰か
up.
が作っ
いろんなとこで聞いたんだけど、どれ
Hearing,
も
heard of
噂
it? Anything else you can tell us? Nothing?
あ
Have to play a game with us first.
よし。
Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Meet Winnie. Oh, okay. Yeah, in America, it's all
生
drywall.
産エリアでリネを探そうぜ。
Okay. In the production zone. I wonder if I would be able to deactivate one of those, maybe? Okay, let me
Jana!
see. Jana? Play a game if you have time. I feel like getting in good with one of these things over here might be a good idea. Not the American type. Elaborate on that. Curious what you might mean. So if I... That isn't going to work, but if I... Go over to this one. What is it going to let me? Over there, but... It feels like this is just... Nothing in particular. Interesting. I feel like I just need to come back after I've done the relevant quest for this area, and everything will make a lot more sense. That's what I'm hoping. Well, okay. Let's just go down to the production area. Okay. Okay, so he's on the upper level. Okay, interesting. Need to get up there then. Over here. Switch over to Lynette to just run ever so slightly
ちょっと
faster.
したと
Yeah, but I'm curious what the difference would be. Cheap, still resistant. Okay. Resistant in what sense specifically? Okay. Okay. Did he do installation or handyman stuff? Okay. Come on. Go up here and talk to Winnie again. Come on. So that actually just stayed. Okay.
サプライズ
As in just at home or as a job? So he's here. Hello. Oh, he's probably trying to get inside the machine to investigate the inner workings of the factory. So he can only go to some of the conveyors here. Okay, okay.
その様子からして
Oh, that was a
調
cool
査は順
transition.
調って感じ
That's something.
こういう時は
Something
計算
modest
し
tell
な
me
い
found a
で
boatload of information.
さすが君たち
Actually,
だ
not
ね
all of that much. Full and undivided, mostly just about the infirmary.
まさかそんなこ
Fully
とが
that
ね
myself found this place
メロピデ
unreliable,
要塞
missing
の
because
噂
he
を
found a
信じ
way
ちゃいけ
out.
ないみたいだ皇子様が失踪したのは
Hoshi-sama?
おそらくここを離れる方法を見つけたからだろ
It
う
was
ね
interesting. He said a word that I believe translates to basically the title of child, which literally just means sort of young knight. Oh, okay, okay. TV shows and videos, well, I guess that works.
さすがは執
A
行官
harbinger,
想像
Sasuga,
以上にって
more
の
resourceful.
これだけじゃお父様に報告するのに
Exact
お父様から聞いたんだ
Just coming to Fontaine for a
Course,
vacation,
Kyuka
personal
Chude wa
reasons, agenda, and
自分の
disappearance
計
we
画を
have to
タ
catch
ル
up
タ
to
リア
him.
がいなくなった場
Already
所は
flooded, someone with professional diving skills.
話がそこまで進んでるの
From
な
an A, yep, exactly. And is he in here? Is he
彼は
around?
今日仕事で忙しいんだ
Working.
大人数で集まってるとお礼なんていいよ
Part of our
それに
mission.
しても
Well, I'm impressed by
Ano,
you,
Rio
all this
Sesumi no territory
information
de.
under Kinsley's eyes.
と
Strong point. His
まその
original
道を使う
roots.
にはパイプ正常日を狙わなければいけない早くて6日後かそこ
Wow.
からさらに 2,3 日はか
6
かる
days and 2 or 3 after that.
長いこと一緒
Estimation.
に仕事してると
Back
旅
in
人
their hands. Meeting here.
9日
Pick
後
up
にまた
from
ここ
an
で
A.
会おう
Okay.
そうでも一
What are
つ
you gonna do until then?
講師様の調査につ
Sit
いて
back
は
and wait
結
for
果
his
を待つだけでいい
whereabouts.
けどクレミンは
Investigation
変
of
装
the
が
forbidden
苦手だ
zone.
し
A
ミネットも
disguise
他
or
のエリアで均一
Thank
に
you,
ついて
thank
聞き
you.
回ってる
intel.
Boku
Helping
は
from
これ
an
から
A. Count on. So what does he want?
簡単とは言
Easy.
えないけど
Be
いい
able to pull it off.
君に
Excuse
は
to get
何
into
かし
the
らの理由
infirmary
を
and
見つ
investigate
怪
the
しい動
room
きをして
and
る人たちが
sketchy people's
よく医務
secret.
室に医務室の構造や内部の状況をよく調
Criminal
べて
structure and the active
あらゆる手が
doings.
かりでも
Okay, no
あま
need
り
to
無
take
茶はしないよう
risks.
に
Hmm.
安全
Let's be
ごめ
nice
ん
again. Out of
いつも
habit. Not a bad
別に
thing.
悪
Older
それじゃあ
brother.
次の行動
Interesting. Finishing our prep.
ここで一旦別れよう
Here in 9 days. So what's next? Prep work. You guys are just meandering. What is going to happen when we get here? Oh, some kind of cutscene. Soon we're gonna see Sigwin. Let's see.
お前はここでじっとしてろ。
Kokoda?
どれ
Several people inside.
中に誰かいるみたいだ。
It's cute having Paimon sort of lean over to the side like that. The corner eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. This is gonna sound kind of silly, but the intro to that song just then, honestly, is in the very beginning, reminds me of the personality quiz music from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Not impossible. Time.
よく聞こ
What are
え
you
ない
saying?
な。
Come in person as soon as you're ready. Foul smelling potion. Oh, to give us bad breath or alchemy. So, oh, was that? That might have been during Samaria, was it? I'm not sure. I never played Professor Layton. I'm not cultured enough. Stow it away. Press against the wall. Oh, sit. Get the kure.
こいつ
Koitsu.
が倒れちゃったぞ。
Better shut those all. Honestly, it always seemed more like a... I think it had a more of a European market than an American market. Layton was just... It had its heyday on the DS before I got a DS. And then it had some more 3DS games after I became too busy to really play them. I just never really saw them advertised, so... I remember hearing about when they did the Ace Attorney and Professor Layton combination game, but, you know, I was in high school and just busier with more things at that point. Okay. No, tell me. What were you gonna say?
どうしたのよ。
したのよ。
ほら、慌てず、何があったのか、
何があったのか。
ゆっくり話して。
Nashite? Deep breath.
急にお腹が
Aww.
痛い。気持ち悪い。
Yeah.
地面に
So my hunch was right. Stomachache, nausea, collapse on the ground, doesn't know what to
手足が
do.
冷たいし。
Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, pale complexion,
見てみるか。
poison.
まずは横になりましょう。
Mazu wa yoku ni narishou. Stomach hurts. My
心
stomach
配
hurts.
しないで。
But safely, hold on and walk slowly.
う
Okay.
ちの肩に手を
Ara,
置いて。
otsu ni
ゆっ
katta.
くり歩いて。
Ujini. Okay. Okay, well. Can say things that'll make me laugh. Can do it. Thank you, I'm sorry.
大
So
丈
in
夫。
that case, 大丈夫?
患者さんがごめんなんて言わないの。
Preliminary checkup.
今から簡単な診察を始めるから
Jutsu.
力を抜いてね。
Checkup on that, eh? Okay. Checking out a few instruments for checkup. Suspicious.
うん。
Stabbing or something?
ざ
See
っと
now?
見たけど、
An
命
mortal
に別状。
danger. Okay, so what's next? Okay.
続けて診察するね。
Diagnosis, deep breath. When is she gonna pull out the comically large syringe? Palpate. Seeing elemental energy. Very melusine. Okay, understandable. Take it easy. More relaxed. Yeah,
臓
it's a
器にも
balancing
大き
act.
な損傷はない
Just
のよ。
damage, not too bad. Here, hurt a little.
ここが
Shouldn't
痛
be a
むはずない
problem.
のに。おかし
So,
い
we're。managing to deceive her. Yeah. I got spoiled on something, sadly, about a cutscene detail. Frankly, a lot of people were just posting completely unmarked spoilers on Twitter. It was god-awful. It's a sort of... Not everyone, very few people are going to rush on the story literally the day after release, and you immediately just... Come on. Some people cannot read the room.
うん。
The tub about here.
ここは
Kokowa? Yeah. Well, you didn't know.
わかった。
I mean,
そういう
it's...
ことね。
There are some people posting things like that publicly, and that's very different. What it is, it's
お
something
腹を
disagree
壊
with
し
you.
ただけよ。
Like
ひ
a
どい
cough
ものじゃ
stuff.
ないけど、そのピー
That's
チが来た
stomach
せいで。
ache.
お
Classic
ー
classic
そうなのか。
coupon cafeteria.
大したこと
Anything
な
more
くて
serious?
よかったぜ。
Was it the Arlecchino and Fiorina one? Because that's the one I saw that spoiled me on that plot point. And it was well made, but it's just... Good lord, you could at least warn people. More serious? Other inmates complain about the food. Mr. Woolsey.
大事じゃなく
We
てよ
will
かった。
recover. Take a rest here while she gets
違いない
medicine
間、
while I'm
この
gone.
新しい患者さんのことを
Yeah,
見てて
it's
くれ。わかりました。
sort of engagement bait, getting people to get mad at them is still interaction, so... I get that. Yeah, rent was due. Rent
看
was
護師
due.
長のやつ
Very well, just like that. Filtration, 2 people left in the room. Worvine, frequent.
こんにちは。
That would have been
気分はどう
Jurio.
ですか？
Feeling now? Oh, that's worse. Who was it of? Great unwanted attention.
こいつお
Great
腹がすご
シグウィン
stumbling.
さんが問題に
Okay,
なってい
okay,
たから
okay.
もう心
Understandable.
配しなくて大丈夫です
So
よ
I guess I haven't even seen the
彼
character
女はこ
yet.
こで一番の医療スタッフですから
Problem, best
でも
medic.
見た感じ
Only medic.
確かに
True.
そう
確かにそう
それは
Everyone
あ
in
くま
prison
で
is
表面上
useless.
の話です
So they're already
メ
getting in
ロ
a
ピデ要
fight.
塞を
Oh
擁
my
護する
goodness.
罪を犯してい
But
て
the
も
crimes
こ
got
こにい
locked
る
up,
人た
so
ちの
now that
中には
medicine helps
医術
Sigwin
の
take care
心
of
得
the
がい
sick
く
and
らかある
injured.
人もいてシグウィンさんの代わ
分かった
Okay.
分かった
Okay, okay.
君の言う通り
For
だよ
another patient, patient 2
ただ
energy come
それを
from.
わざわざ患者さんの前で言う
I did
必要
hear
な
that
いと思うけ
Clorinda
ど
shows up. Was it Clorinda?
君だってまだ体
All of your energy come from.
So-
Okay,
そうで
okay.
すね
Bit ahead of myself.
あ
Also
持
sick.
病でね
Back
どれ
for
も慢性的な
checkups.
疾患だ
Pick up the medicines.
僕は
Chronic
医学を
illnesses.
少しかじってる
Cleanses
からか
feeble
もっ
Albert
と
had a bit
言
of
葉を
medical
選んで
knowledge
もらえます
before.
かジュリ
Probably
ア
the reason he has
Watashi
heart
が同居を
palpitations. Okay, okay. Civil at least. Pretty terrible relationship. Meds at the same time. Interesting. How can I take advantage of this conflict? To them, nothing suspicious. Box can't take it out right now. Patient records. Something about aren't that many furnishings that hatch on the ground. So many things like this. Not
釈放
police.
されるだ
Continue their previous lives. Movable hatch. Here of all places.
こん
Hiding
なくだらな
something.
い話はここまでにしましょう
Conversation
それは
anytime
こっ
soon.
ちのセリフだお
Something
嬢
to
さ
do
ん
with
ちょう
going
ど
out
僕
every
も
time
十
at
分休め
lunch
たところ
or
だ
maybe.
ここは騒がしいしそろそ
Was
ろ
he
戻
planning
ら
to
せ
see
て
you later, everyone? Maybe we're gonna
あいつかったるそうに出て
sort
き
of
たな
supersede the need to get Fremine involved if we can find a way down. We'll see. Slowly locked up like that. That's what
す
he's
みま
like.
せん
That and that's well his name is Jurio. Have cause to remember his name.
当
Stand
然です
him.
ああい
Obsessed
う
with
思い上がってい
weird
て
research
毎
topics.
日
So
変な
indeed.
研究のことばか
Who's
り
from
考
the
えてるや
research
つ
institute
誰も好
got
きに
a
ならないです
head.
私はもうしばらくあ
And
な
for
た
a
に付き
while
添いま
back
す
soon, medicine. Thank you for looking
Yeah.
after me. It's
大した
nothing.
ただい
Back,
君た
rest
ち
like you
ちゃんと
promised.
休んでた
I'd have to wait till night. Do Melusines even
シグミさん
sleep?
お疲れ様です
Shigurun-san?
ゆっくり休めたかしらベッドから降りて走り回ったりしてない
Bed rest, walk around. 2 days,
2日分の
2
錠剤
days
よ
worth of
1錠
medicine.
飲んだら
One pill now. Not sure that's a good idea to give 2 days of medicine in a single
そう
pill.
だ
Bit of a gray color of the pill.
ええ
Weird.
覚えてます
Should be yellow. What does that mean?
さ
Don't remember. Taking them tonight, a good
あこれ
night's
が君
sleep.
の分なのよ今晩は
In
薬を飲
that
んで
case,
早
I
く
feel
寝
like
て
there's some sort of
いい夢を
memory
見てちょうだい
manipulation going on, maybe. Not sure. Maybe.
はい
Night sleep.
では失礼します
Better soon too.
旅人も
Thank you. Okay. Ah, matana. Well, I'm
旅
excited.
人よね
This goes next. Medical
カルテを
record.
書く
The
からいろい
traveler.
ろ確認
So
させ
she
てちょうだい
knows. Details.
さっきの二人がうるさかったからもし
How
ね
am I to answer
分かった
instead? Abdominal pain and
そう
nausea.
そう
That's it.
薬を
Alright.
飲む以外彼はも
Taking
と
the
もと健
meds,
康
base
体だし
constitution, quite quickly,
Serial
blinder
number.
with stimulating drugs and not
Casino.
staying up late.
オイラが
Yeah, that
責
ain't
任を
happening. Still looking at me, try to take a nap. At least for now.
あれ
Take
寝
a
るの
nap
か
already? Neru no
ま
ka?
あいいか
My
ゆっ
ka?
くり休めよ
Yukara? Yukuri asumeyo? Okay, patient's bed, awareness from work and intel gathering. We're gonna get another dream about Totaglia. Conversation with Sigwin.
オイラ
Some
たち
places under the weather, but super strong. Some companions?
じゃあ君たちは最高の仲間同士ってところかしら心配しないで
Shinpai
彼も
shinai
良
de?
くなるから
Kadai ga yoku nareta? Okay. I can hear some other sounds. It's a little muffled. That might be something from another room. Companion. Oh, that's cute. Fall into a restful sleep. You are awake. Okita no ne? Okay.
今はどうだ
Hima
お
wa no
前
na?
ずいぶんぐっ
Never
すり寝
left.
てたな
Thank you both. Go back without a word in the room. Meds regularly and bland food.
ありがとな看護師さん
So, well, we know she leaves around noon. So that's when we're gonna have to sneak in. Probably. And it's Muvlet and a Melusine. How
最
nice.
近お腹
Upset stomach, need to address that. Oh, it's right around the edge. Isn't that nice? What you have to do is Go around this way. Quit ourselves of that place. Okay. Keep on going and return back to where we were before. Probably be able to get inside even before the skill refreshes, more or less. It's kind of a shame. Okay. Something fell asleep like that and even sleep talk. It's even insane. Death, mumbling things, grilled fish, and Adeptus's temptation. Yeah, I need that for my crit rate. Okay. Signaling the entire time since you notice nothing unusual going off track. Weird things, the hatch, and the question. Talking about their meds. So if it's about yellow pills, or it might be, it's probably just a way to talk in code. Yellow pill, red pill, blue pill, green pill. That's fair, but you know, our welfare meal today was a delicious garlic baguette. Wolverine Jury was genuine, putting on a show. Let's be co-conspirators somehow. Super thorough, suspicious things, give it to Lenny. Stations as normal. Keywords on a piece of paper. Pass it eventually, probably. What are we gonna get? Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave it there in a place Lenny can find it, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Slip to Lynette. Oh, disguise. Change her expression, pockets the info. Mistress of disguise, for sure. Okay. Going, and yep, exactly. Pass right past her, but frankly, that doesn't look like much of a disguise. Promised 9th day arrives. Okay, so we will need Fremine for this. Oh, did I hear a crash? Maybe. Go meet up with Lenny. Truth shrouded in shadow. Production zone to search for Lenny. So, when it is come, Lenny will be waiting for you there. Okay. Let's get going. Hello? Hello. So, let's see what happens. So he is over here. Just see Fremine in a bit. Maybe even use him in that other domain as a trial character. Haven't really gotten a chance or anything like that.
ここ数日トラブルには合わなかった
Into trouble, ships according to schedules, and nothing weird happened.
ならよかった
There's any
君たちから
suspicions
の
when
メ
he
ッセージを読ん
infiltrated
だ
the
よ
infirmary. Look at the
クリミ
slip.
も
We had the
2日前
pipes
に
2 days
無事
ago,
パイプを通って
infiltrated the
外に出た
infirmary after faking an illness. Getting
前回
involved
君
as
たちに
well.
下見を
Above
し
and
てもらっ
beyond,
たのは
scoped it out.
すでに
Already
追加
done
分
more
に
than enough
人
even
目
in
がある拠
exchange for
点への潜入
Fremine.
は
Job went off
一撃の調査
investigation
と
and
は違う
coded strongholds in faces
同
on
じ
any
リネット
given
も
person.
僕
First step, finish the job. So we're going to take over for one of them, kind of like we did with Navia or Nilu and some of those other quests. It would be fun to have a domain where we were either solo or just mostly using them. We'll see. Not opposed to helping. There we go.
そうみたいだね
People appreciate. Get between us
君たちは優しいから
respective loyalties. Yeah, guys.
僕たちは
When
誰
are
よ
we
り
going to
も
become?
それを
When
分
are
か
we
って
going to
る
become the 10th harbinger?
でも前に言ったことを
It's
ま
gonna
だ覚
happen
えてるな
eventually.
君は言ってた
Before run-ins, kindness of our hearts, and the kindness of your heart. We'll see. Okay, okay. Saying like that won't happen. Help us in the future too.
でも君たちを
Carol
友
feel
達と
the
見ている
same
から
way.
こそ
I get it now. There we go.
さて
Check on Lynette before Fremine returns, wrapping up the investigation.
僕が観察したところ
Yep,
看
exactly.
護師長の
So
シグウィンは
that's how
給
that
食
comes
前の
back.
約30分
Not our
医務室
investigation,
から
but
離れる
Lynette's investigation. Meet up with
そ
Lynette.
れに僕はリネットの鬼
Natural for the older brother to care about. Okay. Head over right away. We're gonna teleport or... Okay. Oh, that was actually really convenient. It put us right outside at the end. It didn't directly teleport us there, but... You know, given how bothersome it is to get around, and the fact that we don't really have a teleport waypoint to use that would put us all that close, that was pleasantly convenient. Let's see, let's find that
失礼しま
underground
す
entrance. Should be here right now, or
あれ
she kidnapped?
リ
Angoshi, maybe grabbed by Rufezli or something. Fake weeds to bait out the Vittori? We'd love to
そ
follow
んなは
it.
ずない
Deviates from the plan,
Didn't it-
find a way to let me know unless she was caught off. Back soon? While we wait for her. We'll see. As around her, search for clues in the infirmary. So I wonder if this is going to go in a new book. New case record, maybe. Books here and a few files, medical records, advanced nursing, raising the spirits of your patients. Quick guide to the psychology of emotions and the meaning of laughter.
看護師長ってこう
Interesting
いう
books,
他人
interested in
の意図や
these
気持ち
motivations
を
and
理解
feelings
す
of
るのに
malice seem
役
to
立
need
つ
to
看護の仕事を
understand.
する上で
Learn will come in handy for a nurse. So, I wonder if any of those are gonna... Okay, so this was not updated. Okay. Interesting. And the bed is over here, and last one is, of course, going to be that hatch. Let's save that one for last in case it ends
人が
things
寝ていた
early.
形跡のあるベッドは一つ
Cry
だけ
from looking at him.
それ以
He
外は
isn't
整え
even...
られてる
He isn't scary outside of his birth state. Frankly, I feel like... I mean, he might be shirtless all the time, but I don't think that would scare people. Whenever we're there, so... When I'm seduced, pretend to be sick.
片頭痛がひどいっていうのは口実にね
Does she normally have
通常であれ
migraines?
ば
Still
看護師
unmade,
長は
lie
リ
down
ネ
and
ットを
rest,
横にさ
retrieving
せ
the
リネットが横
medication.
になってからこのベッ
Did
ドを
return
離
or
れるまで
intentionally left it
看
this
護師
way? Not a good sign. She got caught? I don't know. It was funny that the trailer for the first Archon Quest suggested maybe that Lynette would have just actually dissolved and stayed that way. And they had another dissolution plotline. I wonder if she's gonna get dissolved or otherwise indisposed. We'll see. This is it. We saw it before. Doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. Bull hatch? Yeah, definitely bait. Okay,
仕切
okay.
り板の裏
Oh,
側は
okay.
空洞になってる
Oh,
Inside
okay.
からして
Oh,
分解し
interesting.
ない
I
と
need to
入れ
pay
ない
more
ものじゃ
attention
ない
to his voice lines and stuff.
お
You
そ
can
ら
part
く
a
どこかに
mechanism.
まさかリネットは
To get
ここに
inside,
入った
contact me for sure.
他に手がかりがないか見てみよ
Panic?
う落ち着いてまずは周囲を見て回るんだ
You can hear the quaking in his voice. It's good performance. Yeah, exactly. Don't panic. Said that for himself. So, where are we going? So the paper over here and...
えっと
Over
文字
here,
が
a
書い
bunch
てあ
written
る
on
な
it too, and it reads, is this the one we sent?
あん
Or
たらの習
Spec
慣
for
にのっ
practices
とり
is the medium,
ここ
paper
は
or
カード
card,
や
best
これ
regards.
あれ
This is
でも
on the
これ
back.
しか書いて裏
This is Rufezli's sigil, maybe.
見せて
Or Misete. And and this
急に
is
顔色
You
が悪
didn't
く
know?
さ
or Miss
ファイ
Lynette
ル
of
の
the
メンバ
Betray
ーで
can
あ
be
る
right
リネッ
now.
トまさか
Ah, is she
利
already?
用セスリのやつ
Fezli, Infirmary Unguarded is bait. Yep, exactly.
あいつは最初からオイラたち
Set
の
up
目
a
的を
false
知って
lead
た
as
っ
a
てことに
trap.
なるよ
And
な
wherever goes, any
で
trouble
も
never
オイ
reach
ラ
out
た
to
ちが
us
前
since.
回ここに来た時は
Second, instead of the
そ
first.
うそこが
Trap
問題だ
us. Clear goal or reason, no concerns from the very
身をたびりと
beginning, but same
君
trap,
と僕た
new
ちの
violent,
立
no
場は違
conflict
う
of interest. The
君はヌ
story,
ビレットさんの使者であって
maybe
彼とは
to
それ
bait
は
him in
僕も聞きたい
further.
ね
Go after her. Maybe Lynette actually wasn't
落ち着け
captured,
考えるんだ
at least not yet.
冷静にならないと
And the goal is to get Linny
こ
to
れは前とは状況
sort
が
of
違
get
う
off guard, be more capturable himself. Maybe. Not like last time, different situation.
そうか
Thinking about what that
フレミネ
means.
が無事にメロピデ
From
要
Nate,
塞に
let
出
him
られた
go
の
as
に
well, or
でもフレミネがここを
we'd
離
like
れ
that
て
to isolate Winnie, maybe. Maybe.
あいつ
Disappear, challenging,
挑
and
戦状を
provoking
叩きつけ
Winnie.
てるクソ
Sent out
フレ
from
ミネを
Nate
外に
into
出す
the
べきじゃな
park
かったもしリオセスリが意図的
on
にフレミネを
purpose.
逃がしたんな
Terrible
ら
spot as well.
リネが少しパニック
A
に
little
なってる
panic, calm him down.
何か今自分を責めるなよリネ
What? We hadn't told you
オ
about
イ
your
ラたちがタ
tag,
ル
yeah?
タリアのことを言
Well,
わ
I
なか
mean,
ったら
it's not
フレ
even
ミネ
really
が
our
ここ
fault.
から離れることはなかったわけ
But
だ
they were
し
just as interested in that as
責
us.
めるならオイラたちを責め
Nada?
いや
Okay.
今
You're
回の
this
行動の
operation,
責
one
任者は僕
responsible
だ
for this team.
正体の
Failed to
リオセ
protect
スリね
her. Refusely. Sense into
リ
him.
ネットがまた誰かに
Not
さらわ
allowing
れる
Lynette
な
to
ん
be
て聞か
abducted
ないと
again. Oh, that's what he was referring to. Oh. Referring to the time she was literally trafficked. Oh, that's frightening. Okay. Find a way to get them back. Okay.
おいリネが
Shut
言っ
the
ちゃったぞ
door. Or are we
置い
going
て
to...
けよ
Wonder what she thinks about this. Yeah. I mean, so would she. Interesting.
私は
Some
この
room
点
to
につい
exchanges
て
on the
変える余
details.
地がある
Yep,
と思います
exactly. They were planning a way to bait them.
ダメっていう
Also
わけ
testing. Mindful of the time. So what are they trying to do specifically? Someone? You can probably tell because she's a
外
Malicine.
で
Oh
誰か
yeah,
が
yeah.
盗み聞きしてるみたいな
Eavesdropping? Stop talking. Yep. Could probably tell that with her Malicine vision that it was entirely fake.
おい
But
大丈夫か
played along to make sure we wouldn't know something was going on.
当によかっ
This
た。
place, playing dumb and being
ど
trusted.
うしたのよ。ほら、人の表情を読める。
Exactly.
何かと役に立つの。
Mind reading. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, when are we getting our
まずい。
Sigwin Trounce domain? Is she in here? Okay. We can't actually find her in here. Probably actually gone down the hidey hole, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's keep on going and catch up with our boy. Here's Lynette, even though she is supposed to have been
こ
kidnapped.
こよ。
Okay. So where is he? So first, go to the office.
早いな。
What's gonna happen
公職の
next?
執務室に先回りして。リネを
If this is after all the cataclysm's quickening, when is the cataclysm going to speed up? Okay. Let's go inside and check this out. Okay. Come on. So in that case, he's running up. He's been in here before.
利用せずに出てこい。
When are we getting our fight?
やれやれ。
Yada yada.
ここは一応公務を執り行う。
Oh my goodness, he did the yada
も
yada.
う少し風切っても
Of course.
気にしてもらえないかな。
That is. There we go. The space into our management regulations.
リ
I'm
ネット
glad they
どうし
did
た
it at least once. Due to my sister.
ああ、
Finally, the Jodo.
彼女なら医務室であったぞ。
Quite the migraine. Invite her over for a cup of
片頭痛
tea.
がするって言うから
Such an illness.
お茶を振る舞ってやった。
Hmm.
ちょうど頭痛に効くお茶を持っていてな。
Obvious
ふざける
lie.
な。
What did you
リネ
take
ット
them?
とフレミネをどこにやった。
Yeah, where are they all locked up?
聞いた話によると、
Performance is quite
あ
a
んたらのショー
spectacle.
はそりゃもう
Box
素
filled
晴
with
らしいん
water
だ
in
ろ
a second.
リネットちゃんなんか、水槽から一瞬で別のところに移動するって。
So did he dissolve her or something? Interesting.
今振り返ったら、
Right now, turn your
振り返
head.
らせようとしてる。
Hmm.
いや、僕を襲うつもりはないはず。人質
Probably
は彼
still
の手
alive.
の中にあるし、
She was
こうして
dead.
雑談を続けるって
There
こ
was
と
a
は
plan to kill
リネッ
them.
トもおそらく死んで
He
いな
would
い。
take the chance to neutralize him as soon as
君は
possible, I
僕たちが
guess.
医務室を調
To
査してるっ
start
て知ってたんだ
suspicious
ろ。
investigation to kidnap her.
うん
フレミネの脱獄。
Interesting.
いや、
Shagway's escape.
講
Purge
師
the
様さえも君は止めなかった。
informants.
そんなことをする必要はない。
Wasn't placed into
メ
other
ロピ
one's
デ要
personal
塞はいい場
agenda.
所
It's
だ。
easy to identify.
君はスパイを排除
No
した上で
members, news of his escape.
講師様が失踪したという情報を流したんだ。
Hmm.
だからお父様は僕
So
たち
he
をこ
had
こ
an
に送ることになっ
entirely
た。
different agenda. I
フレミに
assume.
も君に捕まってるんじゃないかい。
Was he working together with New Valette,
そ
or
こ
was
ま
it
での手腕を
entirely
持ちながら
separate?
どうして人質なんかを取るんだ。
Investigate? Control? Why would he need hostages?
一つ訂正させてもらお
My
う。
hands right now from
リ
it
ネ
is
ットちゃんは
not.
俺が扱ってるが、
In
フレミ
that
ネ
case.
君はいない。
いない
The music in these cutscenes is honestly a little too quiet. It would be very annoying to adjust the dialogue and background music levels separately just for cutscenes. He is 100% that. Really want? Let's keep on going. He knows what he's doing.
おっと、ちょうどいい。
Everyone is here once. Thank you for cooperating.
人も揃ったし
So、where are they?
熱心なことだ
You're to
旅
the
人。
point. Currently having a cup of
あんたらの
tea.
約束では、
Turned
フレミネ
Gates
君は
or
今日帰
no
ってくるはずだった
custody
んだ
right
ろ
now. Bottom of the ocean.
君、
Hmm.
まさか。
フレミネが
Walk
海
to
から
that side of
中
the
と外を
ocean.
つなげる。
Heat to the outside world. Should be
Yeah.
fine. Well,
僕
yeah.
たちはまだここにいる。
Break for the
俺がなぜ
surface.
こんなことをしたと思
I
う。
mean, if he's
それ
got
は
a vision, he can just keep on
あ
breathing,
んたと
right?
話をするためだ。
Audience with you, a great musician.
俺の知る限り。
Words of his own.
それに、
Mentioned
あんたがリネットちゃんに言って
face
た
to
こ
meet
と
with the
を覚えてる。
Lord.
仕事において
Personal
も
or
プライベート
professional
においても、
capacity.
メロピデ要塞の主に会ってみ
No
たい。
aruji ni atemio.
そうだろ
So that all. Wonder. Oh, maybe those cameras.
僕たちが監獄に入る
Sometimes
前
even
から
when
ね
they
部
set
下がた
foot.
またま耳にしただけさ。
Number two, be
あんたらとのお遊びは
Turn a
結構
blind eye,
楽しめた。
forbidden zone.
だから、
Playing
目を
games
つむってやろ
together.
う、リネ君。
Stuck against you,
あんたは
hands
今
pickled out there in the brine. Out there
そこでだ。
forever. Oh, and
二人
bring
の安全と
Arlecchino
引き換え
down
に
here.
お父様に。
可愛い我が子たちがこっち
Well,
の手
being
で
a
あん
parent
たらハウス・オブ・ハースの人
one's
間
a family.
お父様はなんで僕たちにメロピデ要塞のことを処理さ
No
せてると
man's
思う
land. I'm not gonna come here in person.
ここが
Doesn't
お気
care
に
for
召さ
you.
ない
The
とい
tea
うわけ
collection.
か
Samples as
君たちだけで
gifts.
お
Well,
父
we get
様を
to-
傷つけられる
Honestly, I find it very funny that both Rathesli and
僕にどんな圧
Wanderer are
力をか
very
けよう
into
と
tea, and
僕たちを
arguably
利用
have
してお父様
very,
を
very
脅迫する
similar
なんてこと
kits.
絶対に許さない
You know, E that puts them in a stance, and also they're both catalysts, and a Q that's just a short burst of damage. Get to Okino, why you use Black
あん
Thunder?
たら本当に頭が固いんだ。リネ君、もう一度チャンスをやろう。
Well, they're here if you refuse. So, let's do this. Well, because if he's devoted to the cause of the Fatui, getting rid of his superior would be... certainly not an easy choice. No, I 100% can. Because in the end, he has loyalties to both. He has conflicted loyalties. And, you know, keep in mind, he may see the others as his siblings. You know, Lynette maybe is a bit more complicated, but is that true? Did they say that in the first part of the quest? Did I miss that, or is it something we see later? Do you have to do this?
そうまでして。
Asking why I'm doing this? Okay, okay.
当たり前のことだと思うが。
Beginning, actively
ス
infiltrating
パイ
the
を排除し
fortress.
たのは
Pierce
警
the
告のためだ
operatives,
ったが、
cause
そ
you
れ
don't
でもあんたらは
there and
リ
then
ネッ
wanted
トちゃんは
to
自ら進んで
on
俺
his
の
own,
視界に
but
入ってき
secrets
たし。
falls on him.
僕は
Anything because of...
僕たちのせいでお父様を
I think part of it might be a matter of pride, but I think a lot of it is just that now that he knows that there's detection. Possibly. But at the very same time, the fact that she was sending people down there originally, you know, trusted operatives, implies, at least to me, that it might have been a way to sort of manipulate Nouvelette. It might even have been to specifically try to get the Traveler sent there for some reason. I don't even know. Maybe to get him in contact with Tartaglia because she knew they were on good terms. Because, you know, in some it was, you know, plot contrivance for the sake of not showing her too early. But acting through subordinates instead of showing up herself has been Arlecchino's game until now. The first we heard of her was the very special fortune slip quest in Inazuma, which was basically all about that. Yeah. But what I mean is that acting through subordinates and puppeteering is kind of her way of... Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a pretty good one. What's pretty interesting is if you do that one, you can talk about Leodoshka to some of the Fatui down in the chasm afterwards, and they'll say some things about her, if you recall correctly. Because of us, Boku, Go,
待て
Mate,
2、
Ni,
1、
Ichi,
タイムオーバ
Time over.
ー。残念だ、リネ君。
Rinekun. Oh, so that's the line from the trailer, and that's the context there. Interesting.
交渉決裂
Ah,
だ。
the other line. Time for my
お
afternoon
引き取り
tea.
願おうか。紳士淑女の皆さん。
Minasan.
俺はアフタヌーンティーを楽しまなければ。
He orders as afternoon tea. Oh my goodness. Okay, talk about this some more. Or when he talk to us.
あんたら、
Let me go cause of Nouvelette helping him out, stay out of her way. You want
そ
small
れは
remote
別
instead
に
of
あんた
us?
ら
It
が
is
好き
completely
勝手するた
autonomous.
めの免罪符じゃない。
Yeah, I do like how much he acts like a nobleman despite the fact that he dresses like
狭
a
いところなりの
kind of half soldier, half punk. Want to save them too.
うん、
Interesting. What's he gonna do?
確かに。
That's why I'm rolling for him.
実力を
Does
持
your
つ者
respect
にはもっと
investing
敬
my
意
home
を
turf?
払うべきだ
A。thing or two about what you found.
3つだ。
Ah, this is gonna be a
3
trial
つの
thing.
質問に
Correctly
正
agree
解
to
した
your
な。
request.
では第1
Hidden
問。
rules, truth about the one not being allowed to work for
制裁。
3 days in a row. Rules portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. I will. Especially since Furina, I'm not sure how good she's gonna be. I don't want to talk too much, but I'm not exactly sure about her. Good luck. What's your pity at right now? Thorough investigation, all the clues, piece everything together. Oh, we're getting this? Oh, the same one before. Some strange meat. Okay. You will see it if you keep working continuously. Infirmary, doing during that time. So in that case, what is pity but you have... Okay, that's good. So you are guaranteed him, because you have a guarantee. Doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Only idiots would spend them on Fonta. Siglin observing the prisoners just by looking at them. The Siglin probably. You trial of a product. Of reservations. Policy race, sense of aesthetics, strange and alien. Under Croatian, sponsored return on investment. Okay. Siglin circumstances. That would be... Oh, well, this is probably wrong. Appear the way it does, and maybe the... Oh, probably the fact that Melusines have a different... A couple of those are going to be... Oh, that actually was all correct. I think that those two might be interchangeable because they're both basically just ways to bring up Siglin. Okay, there we go. Going on, who would have guessed it was just medicine, because it was Melusines who don't. Action zone, not supposed to work 3 days in a row. Strange meat, because it's treatment from Siglin. Yep, exactly. Oh, it's all coming together. There's help, warn themselves out. Sense of duty, extra dish. Its intentions, when they want to find out, but they don't understand. That it tasted... Oh, it's not just that. Not just the appearance, but also the food. I mean, the taste, I think. Because after all, you know, there's the implication that Melusine cooking is usually kind of goofy from that one sort of pseudo-quest we did. On track, not bad, Siglin's secret and intentions. Kind of learning knowledge, next question. Hidden rules, supports both sides of a fight, and why is that? Blood-colored liquid. Research in the matter, correct answer. And maybe do that because they're rich? I don't know. Yeah. The fish pie. Well, to be fair, that is a real food. Who sent it? Probably Fonta. During that time, can't repeat clues, new trail of a product, reservations. Not a promoter. No value of coupons, idiots. Oh, so they send it to people who they think are stupid, so that they'll spend their coupons on the Fonta. That's hilarious. Oh, nice. The way it does. New trial, because it's a new product. Okay, that's cool. See the pockets, because they think it's literal idiots. There we go! Okay. Nice. This is from there too, nothing to be afraid of, it's just a new flavor of Fonta. Issue ring, not supposed to bet on both boxers. They target... I suppose. Yeah. I wonder if we'll get a chance to actually drink it then. Scared when they see it, associate with a missing boxer. Bottle of oil to be named and package you found a trial product. Blood red. Blood orange flavor, I guess? Blood orange is a very good flavor. Yeah, less Fonta and more San Pellegrino, I guess. That question from the staff, smaller scale received by customers, Fortress of Meripede, refused to entertain the idea. Yeah, she's got her detective glasses on again. It's very cute. Crashing on tournament. The coupons all told idiots who don't understand the true value or bother buying a Fonta product. For those who prove their stupidity, betting on the opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive them. I didn't know they had mojitos. Oh, non-alcoholic mojito. Interesting. Let me check that out. Mojito. Don't even know what's in a mojito. White rum, sugar, lime juice, soda water, and mint. Oh, basically lime with mint. Oh, that's cool. Mystery to light. Found a promoter a bit too careless. Collaboration with the company. Oh, yeah, okay. Soreja, behind her head nurse and all the patients in the infirmary. Oh, the music stopped. No more music. serious
彼
time.
らは一体どん
僕たちはそれの調
Some
査中
pointless
だったんだ。
games. It's your investigation, no way to know. Lynette and Freme never even crossed your mind. They gonna
最
fight?
初から助ける気なんてなかったんじゃない
You
か。
gonna see them fight?
報いを受けろ。
Kyo. Gonna punch him? Let's see. Oh, no, this is... It's the Sigwin gun moment. Got hit with a trank dart. That smiles a little. He's holding that card. 大丈夫か?
危ない危ない。
危ない危ない。
看護師長の銃のおかげで助かった。
なんてことないよ、公爵。
なんてことないよ、公爵。Sigwin with the gun. That has got to be part of the kit. Part of her kit. What can I say, you know? I guess it does make sense that since Melusines are kind of weak. I mean, well, she's not in the Marchese, but they would be gunning. So now we've got 4 gun characters to look forward to. Sigwin, Clorinda, and Navia, and Chevreuse. It's exciting stuff. I wonder if they might incorporate it by literally just giving them an aiming mode for their normals like a bow character usually gets. They could just do that. Yeah. But what I mean is, you know, given that their powers are sight related, that would make them even better marksmen. And, you know, a gun is a very, very good force equalizer to begin with. Yeah, kinda. Well, no, what I mean is not an E skill, but just tapping R and switching to an aiming mode that usually only bows get, and then they'd pull out the Glock. That said, it would feel a little incomplete, but it would be one way to do it. I kind of feel like, given how they're not going to be a full weapon type, that every implementation of them will be very different and highly experimental, which honestly I like better. After all, if they added a new weapon type, that'd be more weapon types to have to roll for, level up, would dilute the pool, and also, they might not even give us a sacrificial or Favonius gun. And then what would we do? Yes, exactly. We have 4 now. I thought it was 3. Well, at first I thought it was 1. I thought it was just Clorinda. Then I thought it was 2, Chevreuse and Clorinda. Then I realized Navi was probably going to get 1. And then I saw the Sigwin gun. I'm excited.
この銃はおもちゃに見え
Like
る
it's
けど
really fully
ちゃん
functional.
と使えるのよ。
Shiguin. Accomplice. Yep, exactly. I'm not sure how they could make that work in a kit, though. And he's blacked out, resident of the
う
fortress.
ちはメロピデ要塞の一員だから、メロピデ要塞を守るのがうちの責
Does
任。
that possibly imply that Sigwin committed some kind of crime to get sent here?
最初、
It's
ルビレッ
crazy.
トさん
Oh,
が
oh
うちを
no,
メロ
it's
ピデ
not
要塞
true.
に派遣した時、
Okay.
あの方はこう言ってた。
I kind of wish she was a
うちの仕
Melusine
事は
criminal.
ここの人たちの面倒を見ることだ。その理屈なら
Instantly shot down.
ここの一員だろ。
I have never experienced speculation that was so quickly just utterly dismissed. Okay, think about virtue. Oh,
でも、
brutal, illegally
うちはちゃん
cute.
とヌビレットさん
Sent to
に
jail
言い
for
つけ
being
通り
just too cute.
彼らを守ってたの
Protect
よ。
them in more dire
それは公
straits.
爵も認めて
Through
くれ
my
るはず。
innocence.
うん
Something that forbidden
Congress
zone. Just another minute or
どうせ、もう
two.
そろそろ時
Yeah,
間でしょ。
exactly. Looks like you wanted to
た
pound
まに
Lenny's
困っ
head
た
in a
こと
little
をする
bit.
んだから。
Frustrating, some
何
sense.
してんの？
2人を
Time.
解放してくれ。
Let them
感動
go.
的だな。
One more
も
minute.
う、やめてあ
No,
げ
you
なさ
gotta
いよ。
tell me, Sayo.
マスをせかすな。
So, Sekasu, 2 more
まず
visitors.
はお茶を飲
Cup
ま
of
せてくれ。
tea? Lynette in your care.
看護師長、
Your
リネット
show?
ちゃんのことは任せた。
Nato-chan, Masakaseta? What are you doing?
足音が
Footsteps.
近づいてきた。
Could hear some wind blowing, I think. Oh, familiar figure. Who is this?
ちょっ
Aha!
とどいてくれ。
Chododoitekure? Why didn't she come here before?
おいおい、クロリンデさん。扉が壊れるだろ。
Oh, so she. I'm excited to see how she plays. Very, very curious how she might play. Oi, oi. Yeah. Yada, yada.
クリミネ
Fremine? So what happened there? How did he get all...
どういうことだ？
Well, I mean, maybe she was waiting down there, because after all, vision holders can just die, I guess.
仕事だ。
She got to die? Oh.
リネさん、 さっきは打ってしまってごめんなさい。
We're off soon. Easy in the
フレミネの
meantime.
身に何があっ
So
た
it
んだ
wasn't a sleep
海
train.
に行ったはずなのに
I guess that makes more sense, because if you had an actual sleep train, that would make it easy to accidentally kill someone. This can't be. Huh. What would it be? Some sort of abyss-related sickness?
顔
Or
が赤く、脈
pulse?
が速
Oh,
くなってる。
primordial seawater.
原始大会の水を摂取した時の症状ね。
So I guess down in that forbidden zone. Guess we'll have to go there, because we're immune to the effects. Everyone around here is from Fontaine.
なんだって
Sorted
ちょっ
pulse.
と下がってて。フレミナさんを
We'll
もっ
look
と
for
よ
their
く見るから。
checkup.
他のことは頼むね。
Okay.
公爵。
Koshaku? Let me see.
詳しいことはクロリンデさんとの話を終え
Needs to
て
be. Everything else can wait.
あんたらがフレミネ君をいるべき場所に送ってからにしよ
Ishio? Okay. So, understand the situation of the people around. Well, we could leave if we really wanted to, but... Oh, what?
何
Nani?
その顔は
Time on the way
十分
back.
早く戻ってきたと思うけど
Juban Hayaku? Good time on the way back.
う。いやいや、
Punctuality? Shoot him again.
んで
Situation out there, water has changed.
予
Oh!
想とほぼ同じで
Oh, so the
原始大
flooding
会の水
is
の濃度が明らかに上昇し
just
て
the
る
rise of primordial seawater specifically. So that's why it's so dangerous. So it would just dissolve
私み
everybody.
たいに短時間
For
なら
time,
平気
not
だけ
so
ど
bad how he's doing.
長く水中にいるとあんな風になってしまう
彼を見つけたば
パイプの突き当たりにある背
Then
景
zone beyond the pipes, distance into the
水の中
思っ
water.
ていたより近いな。
Beyond, try to
扉を
swim
閉じたの
back.
は正解だ
Sir
った
could have saved
こ
too.
っちは善意でやったって
My
言ったの
reasons
ヌ
never
ビレッ
seems
ト
to
様なら
work.
信じてくれた
You
かも
all
し
had
れ
good
ない
intentions even when the outcomes were
お
terrible.
う、紅茶
Yes
で
to him?
私は不要だ
Ocha?
自分が飲みたいならそう言えばいい
How brutal. Ah, that happened to me a lot years ago. You know, I'd be coming back home from school. You know, my mom would be coming home from work and she'd pick me up. So when we had a couple of cars, I wish I could say yes. Hopefully, we get a chance in the story quest, and she'd always ask me if I wanted ice cream. And after a while, I realized what was going on. I just said, you know, you can just get ice cream yourself. You don't have to feel guilty. And every time that happened, I'd have to eat some anyway, because she could never finish a whole, even a small bowl of ice cream. It was kind of a girl dinner kind of thing, in the sense of, you know, no matter how much or how little she would order, she just would not be able to eat it all. It's probably some sort of guilt thing.
はいはい。
Some tea, since I've already made it.
付き合ってもいい
Might as well then. A towel. Oh, okay. Could have added a drip effect, I guess. Let's see. Are they gonna say anything
砂
else?
糖は
Or
入れるか
sugar?
結構だ
No need. Okay. So what are they gonna say? So she takes it bitter. Okay. Disgusted. Sigwin. Medical care. Carefully. Well, goofy hover hand. Everybody will be okay.
容体は
That's nice. And your
フレミネ
thoughts?
さんの症状は
Son,
短時間
why
の
do
死に
you want
もちろん
critical?
しばらく
For
経
their
過観察を
observation.
続けた方
No,
が
if
い
they
い
were ingesting it, I
とに
guess
か
that
く
maybe
このまま少
implies
し休ま
that
せて落ち着いてきたら医務室に移しましょう
the vision ability gives them the ability to basically actually breathe water, as in get it in their lungs and extract the oxygen from it. It was. Frankly, it was also very animal capture net. It was like she was about to just pick him up and put her in her teapot. And he's recovered a bit more. Okay,
医
Gome.
務室にはもう行きたくないよね
Only a single clinic.
メロピデ要塞から
Large amount of
脱出した後
seawater.
フレミネさんをちょっと見てても
For
ら
the
える
moment, fetch some
薬
medicine
品
and
と
a
呼吸器を取ってく
respirator.
るから
Bring the light back with
リ
her.
ネットはどこに
彼
Where
女
is
は
she?
麻酔を打たれて
Nap in an empty
空き部屋
room,
で寝てるだ
tranquilized,
けよ
waking up right around now.
Sara.
Snacks and tea. Interesting. Tense in the muscles. Trust her. Okay. So what's next? Oh. You okay? Daijoubu-ka?
大丈夫だと思う
Daijoubu? Oh, here now? Don't worry about me. Don't look alright.
手足に力が入らない
Yoshi, chigara ga hayanai.
多分
Tranquilizer.
ただい
Mina tadaima. Okay, so she's here.
まお兄ちゃん
Gang's all together again.
パイモン
Tavito Paimon? So in that case,
大
Furemine.
事よち
I
ょっと
wonder
私に
if
手伝って
if her gun only shoots tranks, because if it's incorporated into her kit, which I assume it would be, given how, you know, stylized it looks, it fits with her color scheme. And how a trank effect would work. Basically, if Sigwin has, as I assume, her gun in her playable kit, whether it would still be tranquilizer only, or whether she could set it for actual damage. Maybe it would have some goofy special effect where it's kind of like false swipe, where it can only reduce an enemy's HP to 1. Let me lift him up. Okay. Yeah, could be interesting. Sigwin's medicine. Okay. What's happening next? First thing you see when you wake up. What do? Okay. Ah. So he's alive. That's good. Let's see what we see next. Beginning to slow down. The infirmary, you would cry of fear, happiness, sadness.
僕がやるよ
Infirmary, take him this side. Oh, that's cute.
旅人
Take him together,
君も
about
心
him,
配そう
come
だ
with
けど
us. There we go. What's happening next? Okay.
公爵とクロリンデがいなくなってる
Okay, so we would cry just because something was happening to you. Okay, understandable.
多分
Quarter
お茶
hour
でも
gone.
してる
Let's
のね
get some tea. Just a bit, need a break from rescuing Terminate out of the sea. That's what happened there. Go back to the infirmary. Okay. As in everything makes you cry. Understandable. So they're still up here.
砂糖
Hello.
は入れるか
結構
Okay,
だ
so they actually just have the same line again. Interesting. So I did miss their line. Miss the other's line. As in you cry? Oh, well, I mean... If you woke up to see Sigwin standing in front of you, like Fremene just did, what would you do? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought, but I just had to check. Let's go over and check this out. This is a funny way to do it, so... Understandable. Life is too short to be intelligent or correct all the time. Okay. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. Hello. Okay. So in that case... So they're all in here, and Fremene's on the bed now. For real. Okay, okay. If you gotta fall asleep, you can fall
目
asleep.
が覚めたフレミネ具合は
Fremene?
どう
これはどう？
リネ
いいね。
リネット
みんなここにいるよ
みんなここにいるよ。
ここは
ここは
どこ
どこ？
メロピデ要塞の医務室なのよ
どうしたい？
フレミネさん
フェミネさん。
もう危険な状態はほぼなしだから
ほぼなしだから
安心して
安心して。
気分は
So
どうだ
calm down.
辛かった
That's
ら
what
無
she
理する
said.
な
Don't
よ
push yourself. Not feeling up to
旅
it.
人にパイモン
Tabobito ni Paimon.
久しぶり
Hisashiburi?
そうだ
Well, it has. Something wrong with the
海
seawater.
水に
Yep.
問題が
It's
慌て
primordial.
ないで
If you're recovered or really serious, mix into there. No one should
と
touch
て
it.
も危険な状況な
Smack it into the pipes and... Definitely related to Taglia
パイ
then.
プ思い出した
Something about memory. Yeah, the water is swallowing their memories. Let's see. This was down beforehand, I guess. Before it was flooded, maybe? Or... Either way, I assume we have to go there now. It was about time for a quest domain. There we go. We're gonna play as him, or...
入れた
Haven't used in a long time. Looks abandoned.
雰囲気からしてずいぶん長いこと使われてないみたい
Namitai? Okay. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to... Yeah, I feel bad for the guy.
講師様
Go
は
down
ど
to
こに
Koshi-sama, Madoko ni? Koshi, I believe that basically just means young knight. Okay. We're gonna take over? Yes! Yes! Got the Fremene trial! This is huge. Let's see what he's using. Okay, he's using no blast, which isn't great, but not terrible. Oh my goodness, of course they gave him a Royal Greatsword. Silly. Did get... At least he got some of this. It's not bad. Got a couple of constellations. So this is basically going to be our chance to try him, because we didn't get him for free like Lynette, and we didn't get the actual trial like we did with Lenny in a story quest. Okay. Hajime Tenshi, we are doing an Archon Quest right now, the 4th one in the Fontaine sequence, and we're doing a domain with just an NPC right here. Hajime Tenshi. Estabu, oh my goodness. How are you doing? Okay, okay. Thank you for not spoiling it. I do appreciate that. It's nice to get surprised. So we're going down, we are descending a pipe. At the bottom is going to be... Basically, this guy's investigating Tartaglia's escape or disappearance. And of course, Tartaglia would be fun with the seawater because he's Nyan. Well, actually, it seems kind of dirty to me, but I get what you mean. But... So he's going down to look for Tartaglia, and in the end, he's going to find this weird primordial seawater that's going to dissolve him. We're going to start to dissolve him before he escapes.
この装置、
この装置?
誰かが動かした形跡
Wonder
があ
if it
る。
was, yeah, if it was Tartaglia
もしかして
who
あの方が
broke his way out here. Yeah, exactly. Fremine simply should not have been from Genshin France. Frankly, that was his fault. Typical French L. Okay, so we can't interact with this again. That is fine. Okay, and as you see, we can activate our skill, and it makes us shoot our penguin. Okay. I want to see... I haven't really had a chance to test out, and you see we can... Doesn't even use pairs. Exactly, you understand. Okay, so this is going to spin it around, so this is self-explanatory. This is... Yeah. A lot of people didn't exactly expect it, but I'm glad about that one. Anti-French prejudice. This is a chat where we appreciate everyone. Except the French. Well, actually including the French, but, you know. Yeah. He is kind of endgame for various reasons. Yeah. He was arguably the first character to actually have kind of a weird and experimental kit, I'd say. Let me see. Oh my goodness. The filter blocked that? Oh wow. I didn't think that would... Yeah. You know. I think it's good taste. So that brings it back up, and does this actually... Okay, that sends it down. So we could go back if we wanted to. Oh wow. I cannot believe Twitch was protecting the French. Good for them, I guess. Actually, if we go over here, but how are we gonna... Down there is... Already gotten up here, so this is gonna be fine. How's my mosh, Tenchi? The gang's over here. Where there's obstacles while I turn it. Oh, so that little pipe over there. There we go. Let's test out this guy. So right now we have a little... So that's why we can send it back down, because... I think she could probably tell. It was woman telepathy. Okay. Let's see. Let's check this out and send this back up. See. I knew what you were gonna say. Yeah, your next line is woman's intuition. Okay. Oh my goodness, not the Hydro Flask. Okay. That was God's vengeance. Okay. Let's keep on going. So now we can go around and... I wonder if we try to spin this, whether it would... We'll see. And yep, it's gonna get stuck on that. Yep, exactly. Can't turn in that direction, but it's not like we even want it to. Let's see real quick on this guy and then go for the E. And you see we activated that manually with an E press, but you can also... I just wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see what the special interaction was. So if we trigger the final attack with an E, we'll get... Oh, okay, it still grays out the E while we... Oh, yeah. Fremine is a good little boy. He's French. Yeah. I am sad that I don't have him. He is one of the 2 4-stars I don't have right now, the other being Carrara. Because he ran on exclusively rerun banners of characters I already had. And I was sort of, you know, I don't really need a Zhongli constellation or a Tartaglia constellation. To be fair, Tartaglia constellation would have been kind of useful, but... Honestly, only Zhongli's C4 is any good. I will go on record of saying that. Je sais ne quoi, French. Okay. Je ne sais quoi. Yeah, exactly. I had to say for Nouvelette and Bethesda, and I guess not Fiorina. Okay.
歩けるのはここ
Arukeru,
まで。
Kokomade.
よし、
Yosh.
孔子様は
Koshi-sama
おそら
what?
く水の中に
He's
潜
gonna
ったは
dive
ず
in and start getting sick. I mean, je ne sais quoi is literally just how do you say. Okay. Exactly. It's kind of like I saw something on the internet once where someone said, how do you unlearn a language? I'm actively trying to unlearn Polish. Lingual. You speak one language, you are therefore lingual. Typos, understandable. And we see we've got our little Numa whip. Doesn't really look all that Numa to me. It's gonna start dissolving now. When are we going to get a treasure chest in this domain? Lingual in programming. Vegetation is sparse, must have left him. Going in the right direction. So the primordial seawater is probably attacking the plant life or something. Okay, so in that case... No, he does have infinite oxygen. In fact, all vision holders have infinite oxygen here. Or I would assume. But the main thing is... You're lingual, you see food and you eat it. Oh my goodness. But... Okay. But since you do programming with your hands, wouldn't that make you fingual? Never mind. But... It's not about oxygen or drowning, it's about the fact that the primordial seawater literally dissolves people from Fontaine. Fingual. Yes. Because it uses the fingers. I call you fingual. What did she mean by this? What did she mean by this? You probably dissolved into water or something. Let's see. Ah, so this is just where he wasn't even a real domain. Unless we go back here on our own. Yeah, finally! Anti-France potion. It's like a fire protection potion, but it's a France protection potion. The bear would? What bear are you even talking about? Talking about Cocaine Bear or Kuma from Tekken? Tobey Maguire versus 4 Mexicans, and what kind of... Oh my... What are you even talking about? You'd say what's going on. Again? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is where he gets fished out by Clorinda, I guess. Maybe. Get back. Still don't know anything about what's going on. Still be able to make it, but I guess not. Mexican Raiden. That white boy could... Okay, explain to me the power boost that Raiden gets from the poncho and the sombrero. Peter Darker. What are you implying? Raiden is a rap. Okay, except arguably pre-remodel Raiden versus Jetstream Sam. So she can fight more. No, we don't mean Raiden from Genshin. We mean Raiden from Metal Gear. I haven't seen a Mexican edit of Raiden Shogun, but I have seen an Indonesian Muslim edit of Raiden Shogun. From Mortal Kombat. Mexican Kazu. Kazu Hamigo. Okay. What's going on? Should still be able to make it, but of course he blacks out and lost all of his Poké-Dollars. Hurrying back to a Pokemon Center, Fremine protected the weak and injured Pokemon from harm. Solid Snake versus... Please what? Are you referring to... We need a Raiden Battle Royale. Screw Attack needs to hop on that. And this is where we die. Womp womp. Can't die here. Actually, it seems it can. Okay. Wonder if that was scripted. You know, all I'm gonna say is, why does Boomstick get paid a non-zero amount of money if he isn't making the triple Raiden death battle? Persona 5. It's bad, worse and still underwater. Have to push on. Some washed material. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The Fire Emblem fans have eaten too much. Okay, so she's coming. What? Okay. Honestly, at this point, maybe I should play Royal. It's been 4 years since I was in high school, though, so I think it might be bad for my mentality. Okay. Let's keep on going. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so this is where we were. Guess that maybe implies I should go down and go through the grate later. Vanished, could have gone, no obvious
Demo
place for him to
Sonata.
disappear to.
出入りでき
So
る
he
ところが
probably
なかっ
pulled a
たと
Mona. Yeah, the Melusines are peak. I gotta say, the fact that Sigwin is a Melusine that looks human is... Well, to be fair, the entire point was that his vision was distorting. I think that's what it was supposed to represent. Maruki. Which guy in Fate Apocrypha? Are you talking about Sieg, or are you talking about... Who are you referring to? Well, but she... Oh, okay, understandable. Oh, you mean Amakusa? Well, I actually like Amakusa a bit less now for some reasons. He just... The anime adaptation makes him look a lot more sympathetic than he's actually supposed to be. The novel, by showing the character's mindsets, explains that Amakusa is not a good guy, or at least that he's kind of an idiot who doesn't understand anything. But there's no way that Sigwin is half Melusine. I think they would not like to imply, for very obvious reasons, that a human had a child with a Melusine. But also, she is cute, though. What I'll say is, though, the game does imply from what we've seen that she's actually a full-blooded Melusine who just came out that way for some reason. I think the reason might be that she's kind of the reincarnation of a human woman who died in the area where Melusines showed up in connection with the creation of Melusines. But, yeah, there is no way they're going to make a half-human, half-Melusine character with a human father who at least is implied to exist. The implications are simply too unfortunate. God, no obvious place to disappear to.
僕必死に泳いで引き返したんだ
Well,
けど
Diona's dad has
元の場
cat
所に戻れるっ
ears.
てところで
It's
どうして
implied
も
that
力が
Diona's
出なくなって
lineage in general has some sort of cat gene.
多分気絶したんだと
Diona is just literally
起
a
きたら
kid.
ここにいた
Swim back, distance itself in the forest, trying to keep going. Sometime after that, you know the rest. There is literally no implication anywhere in the game that Diona was created through human-cat contact. Rethesli is not a cat. Yeah. Diona's dad is not Shane Dawson. Diona's dad is not Shane Dawson. But Rethesli is not a cat. He's not even a dog. He has a wolf motif. And his constellation is Cerberus, which is also canine. And there's a Cerberus emblem on all the walls in here, but he is not actually a dog boy. He's a boy with a dog aesthetic, kind of like how Dia is a woman with a lion aesthetic. Yeah, oh right, I literally forgot about Olaf. Olaf, right? I think. Forget his name. Fortress, trying to keep going, you know the rest. Shane Dawson's son or James Charles' daughter? You mean Shane Dawson's son or James Charles' son? My style? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like how Kutching has sort of fake cat ears from her hairstyle. He's a fake wolf boy. Are you back? Fortress went out to save you. Oh
ク
no.
ロリンデさんが
Keep going, but I'm afraid. Thank
も
her
う
in
少し
person.
休
Too
んで
weak.
から
I think
ク
that's
ロ
more
リンデ
rest.
さんは
With
お客さんとして
a
あと数日ここにいるはずよ
with a headband
ミネ
or
コ
a
さんの言う
tail
通
or
り急ぐ必要はない
right?
から
Yes, for
大
a
丈
few more
夫
days. No need to hurry.
お
Okay.
客さんって
Assume Bethesda wanted to
Rio
invite her to
Cecil.
come down here. Oh, a muzzle.
この件については
Wait, let me
うち
see.
じゃなくて公爵に直接聞いた方がいいかな
Wait.
あの人なら
You're saying Klefki is better than Kutching? Do you hate Kutching that much? Oh my goodness. Let me see. A muzzle. Let me make sure jaws and snout. Oh, is in one of those little face masks. Klefki doesn't sweep. Klefki sets up dual screens and spikes and then paralyzes the opposing lead. Kutching? Okay. There is nothing wrong with Klefki. I haven't even used Klefki in a decade. X and Y meta was literally a decade ago. Klefki is not in Smash because it would have no playstyle. A character with no offensive ability could not work in Smash. I know you were joking, but... Let me see. Oh, the Prime Gaming. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. Sonner Reagan. Okay. As in, did you do multiplayer with other people and run into Klefki or something? Better than me, go talk to him. Actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us? So he has been keeping a mystery the entire time, and we've been investigating and finding basically nothing. Just yet, logical part, can't bring myself to leave, both in danger.
分かった
Okay.
じゃあ
If I recall
しばらくこのまま
correctly,
一緒に
I can't think of more than a couple of trainers who might have had it. I know there was a Steel Elite Four member, Wickstrom, but I don't think he had it, did he? So together for a
医
while.
務室は君たちに任せていい
Rhoda
かし
did
ら
not pick
う
Fennekin.
ちは旅人とち
Yeah.
ょっと出かけてくるね
What I will say
し
is,
ばらくは
though,
誰も君たちの邪魔をする人は
the
来ない
game
わ
is
けよ
generally not that good about using lead Pokemon as leads. The biggest example of it is the fact that in the champion fight in Scarlet and Violet, apparently, with Gita, she sends out King Gambit, which gets a bonus in power for all the opposing Pokemon that have fainted pretty early on in the fight. And she saves Glamora for last. And the entire point of Glamora is that Glamora is a suicide lead. It sets up toxic spikes when you hit it with physical moves, and is good for setting up other hazards and then dying after maybe, I don't know, softening up the other guy. But she uses that as her final Pokemon to the point where its ability would basically be useless because you're not really going to be switching out that much at that point. Okay.
ありがとう
Disturbed. Okay, arigato. Yeah, exactly. It's such a dumb decision. You go to Secret Keepers and Forbidden Zones, go to the Duke's office. Oh my goodness. That isn't even the final quest in the chain. That is crazy. I wonder what's gonna be the one that gives us the memory then. Yeah. Zoroark, yeah.
リネ
So sorry, really sorry, should have been
そ
more
んなこと言わ
careful.
ないで
Should have been more careful, you two
全
are
部
near
僕が
right.
僕がもう少し有能だったら
Particularly
そう
well. It's a water issue.
つまり
Sorry, drop the ball. All of us, isn't that right? On all of us.
お兄ちゃん
Oni-chan.
心配してくれてるのは分かってる
Okay, wakateru. Keep your spirits up. Yeah. So in that case, I'm gonna go and check. You know what? I'm gonna check. I think you might be talking about N right now. Let me see. Final battle. So what did he... Okay, so it actually sent me to Cerebi. Does he use Zoroark last there? Okay, he doesn't use Zoroark last, I guess. But it would just show Quinkling. In what way? I don't really remember. Do you mean Gym Leader Iris or Champion Iris? Okay. Zora. NPC Zora? I don't remember any of that. Oh, okay, Champion. She had a Dragonite, if I recall correctly, and maybe some other things. I remember her being kind of on the easy side. Probably just a team comp thing. I remember when I played Black 2 and White 2, some of the Pokemon I used were Jellicent and Sawsbuck. Don't remember the others, though. Could honestly check sometime. All I'd have to do is just open up the cart. So Sigmund's here, came with us. Okay.
今いいかしら
Hima Ikashira.
あ
Ah.
あどうやらフレミネ君の容体は落ち着いたようだ
もちろん
もちろん
じゃなきゃ医務室を離れたりしないのよ
しないのよ。
で
Okay. ね。
そっ
It
ちの
was
二
true
人
purpose of your
クロリンネさんの様子を
visit.
見に来
Pick
た
on Corinda,
Ah.
because she also got in
特に
contact
問
with
題はない
water.
できれ
Is
ば
it fine?
一度は診
Dikiraba?
察させて
For a physical exam, a few minutes.
感謝
Take
そ
my
ろ
leave
そ
for
ろ
now.
弁解
Explain yourself. Explain it or
弁
enlighten.
解
As much as you
その言い
like.
方は気に入らないな
Hmm.
説明って
Setsume?
ことでどうだい
Dekote de dodai? Setsume. Lighten us as much as you like. So what kind of light?
だが
Oh
どこ
my
から
goodness.
話したものか
Sorry about that. Questions you have, answer the most. Begin from the very
Yeah.
beginning. Just knew there for 2 operatives
彼らが
from
ファデュー
our,
に所
you know,
属し
press center.
召使い
Okay, a
の命令
Haxorus.
で
Let me check her team
メ
real
ロピデ
quick.
要塞に潜入したことしか知らなかった
Iris champion
具体的
team.
な目的は
Okay.
あんたらの行動が進むにつれて見えて
This
きた
champion to keep her Japanese name. Okay. Let's see. Let's check real quick. Okay. She has as a champion. Oh, she does have a Hydreigon. A hilariously underleveled Hydreigon for the second time in the series. A Druddigan, Archeops, Agron, and Lapras and Haxorus. So she doesn't have all dragon Pokemon, but she has all sort of draconic Pokemon. Only half of her team is actually made of dragons. That's interesting. That is actually quite interesting. NPC Zoroark. Okay. Yeah. Wait around it. Okay. But back in the... So actually, she did have a Haxorus. Okay. Let me see. Rematch. The rematch, she doesn't actually have a... Okay, that's kind of... She never has a Dragonite, at least there, so I'm definitely... I don't even know why I thought Dragonite. Probably just confused her with a Lance, you know. Second dragon-focused champion, after all. Your investigation, money was ahead of them, didn't know what they were trying to do. So your motive is discernment. Did you stop him? Investigate his disappearance and let him escape. Didn't do anything special. Did it on his own. Mean Haxorus. Yeah. Haxorus is legitimately a very, very good Pokemon. If I recall correctly, it was OU in Generation 5 when it came out. You know, it got hurt heavily by the fact that it was a mono dragon type in Generation 6, you know. That's why Gudra was never any good. Yeah. Yay, fellow Harbinger disappearance. Harbinger went, investigated what care about the answer. I do work for you. Now, Black 2 and White 2 are peak. As you see right there, he's got his Cerberus emblem right behind him. I told you already, Primeval Seawater is on the rise. Forbidden Zone, target, investigation, safety, irksome matters. Also a former criminal, like that. He's the manager, another former prison, some support, that's all. Top 10 games in general, or top 10 Pokemon games? If it's a list of top 10 Pokemon games, I'm surprised it's that long without it. So the inmates. Hollywood. What Hollywood? Oh, you mean Pokestar Studios or Pokewood? Pokestar Studios was such a peak feature. Pointed down here. Okay. Good more for some field work. Checking Joel's independent party. Guys, does this mean that Corinda is Rithasley's alternate personality? Kidding. Capable person, independent crisis, part of that crisis. Yeah. Having Bryson show up was a very fun touch. I know they didn't really do foreshadowing in that same kind of way, but it was nice to see that connection. Just because it was an interesting system, but it was a little hard to engage with sometimes. And there weren't really a lot of rewards for it, if I recall correctly. I think it was just a lot of work for the developers for a feature that not everyone really engaged with, which is also why they got rid of battle facilities, in part at least. But, you know, what that also implies is a certain amount of developer laziness, which, you know, I think we're allowed to say about Game Freak at this point. Oh, that's BS. That's not true. That's a fan theory with literally no evidence behind it. And it's explicitly deconfirmed in Black 2. Because in Black 2, you see them show up at the same time. You see those three brothers fight the Shadow Trio because, almost certainly because they knew people had that theory, and they wanted to explicitly deconfirm it by having them show up in the same place at the same time. Let me find this. It was pretty popular. Okay. Trio versus triplet brothers. Triplets. Let me see. Okay. But I do remember explicitly seeing them show up. Yeah. You only see it. Right. Yeah, and one of those flashbacks was literally the Striaton gym leaders fighting the Shadow Triad. That's why we know. And they almost certainly added that one in specifically to deconfirm a theory that people were going, in their opinion, a bit too far with. Adept at diving would have found the Harbinger already. Is this what's inside of it? Something you should be asking after is whereabouts. Through the
金域が
disappearance
講
book
師の
from
失
a...
踪
Oh,
と
well,
関
we're
係
still
ないこ
gonna
と
go
だけ
there,
を
aren't
証
we?
明すればいい。これに関しちゃ
Oh, wow.
フレミネ君
Yeah.
はまさにその証
But
人だろう。
apologize if I was a bit too harsh, but yeah, they do explicitly deconfirm that. Yeah. And they also require, if I recall correctly, a save data transfer from one of the original 2 games to the sequels. So, yeah. I'm not sure you know, but the guy we're talking with right now literally has the same voice actor as Jotaro. He even said yada yada earlier. It's kind of funny. Sucker from an A already uncovered something wrong with the infirmary. They threw us. Answer our last question in
それにお
return.
前もさっきあれこれ質問しただろ
So, infirmary and the
そんな
Fontaine.
にこ
So badly wants to
たと
know.
え
Truth may not be
目を
pleasant.
背けたくなるよう
Tell
な
me,
真実
tell
で
me.
あっても
Oh, right, yeah, that is part of it. And to be fair, it's also just a bonus for having the other
つい
game.
てこい。
Pokemon has done similar stuff with Legends and Sword and Shield and BDSP. Yeah, 100%. His character is coming out pretty soon, in about a little over 2 weeks, and I will be rolling for him. So this is... Yeah. He also has an ora line for his combat. Let's go down here, I guess.
こんなところ
And
に
we're here in a
隠
whole
し扉があっ
basement
た
good
の
at
か
hiding stuff.
しか
Okay.
も地下室まであるぞ
I don't even think that showed up under
こ
elemental
こはメロ
sight.
ピデ要塞だ。
Kind of place it is. Follow Earthesily down into what I assume is another quest domain. Oh, okay. So there's this behind here. Yeah, but it's hard to say a lot without getting into leak territory, which is dangerous to discuss when the Mihoyo ninjas are watching. But basically, yeah. What a guy, right? Gotta love him. But basically, he is a bare knuckle. Well, he puts on metal gauntlets to fight. He is a cryo catalyst melee, kind of like Hazo. And his burst is one big hit. That also applies the new sort of Abyss Usia mechanic. Oh my goodness. But he's actually apparently going to be very strong, at least at higher con levels. There is an argument from what I've heard that, again, not going to get too much into leak territory, that his C0 is kind of weak, but he gets crazy at higher con levels. He's going to be a whale bait character for people who care about that kind of thing. Central Plate. Who knows? Maybe you could even get C1 when you roll for him. There we go. Secret mechanism, and where are we going next? Circular plate, slowly move downwards. Is this going to be another area unlocked by... Well, what I mean is, if you've got a guarantee, you can throw a few more... You can probably hit Soft Pity again, and at least get a 50-50 at a Constellation if you want. It's probably a better bet than trying to go for his weapon, because they're giving out a lot of stuff for Anniversary right now. Interesting. Well, I mean, they're both the normal tall male model. Forbidden Zone, nothing special, and that is... What a huge door.
これと似た扉が合計で
Isolation gates in
三つある
total, only one allowed to go inside.
通常であ
Forbidden
れば
Zone.
誰も足を踏み入れられない区域だ。
区域だ。
俺以外は
これ以外まだ。
その名の通り、
なんとり。
まさに禁域ってわけさ。
まさに禁域ってわけさ。Okay. The thing with Ito is that was kind of the point of his kit, because it was the only way for them to make Geo work without a bunch of weird tweaks. I'm pretty sure it's mostly a shoes thing. When they make the models different heights, they do it by changing the size of their shoes and their hair, honestly. From what I recall. I'm gonna run on back and tell your Fatui friends. If they keep keeping anything, advise you against what's true as to whether or not to tell them. Yeah. Oh, if you mean wide instead of just tall. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep on looking and see, and it's that door over there. Seems to be the real quest domain. What's going on next? Switch on the side. Scoliosis. Goodness. So, what is behind this area? So, 3 of these gates, and what is happening next? Is it going to be Orchers related, or one by one, middle of the room? Okay, okay. Go on and have a look. Also, he has a lot of scars, which I like. So we're actually in normal mode, okay. Huh. Shoot on. Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. What is down here? Nothing in here? Device smacked up a sluice gate. Huh. To contain his heart. Oh my goodness. But that also means you can't get as close to his heart. Beyond that gate is human leadership, recklessly open, potential danger. So I guess he maybe brought us here in order to have someone to help him out. Dashboard hadn't budged. Oh, this is... Oh, I remember reading the lore for Nuvolet's weapon. And the Fortress of Meropide apparently started out as basically a primordial sea monitoring group. Gonna rip it out of his chest. I know very little about Hunter x Hunter. The only thing I know are bungee gum jokes and that Hisoka is a creep. And also that Nen is a thing. Budge, crept upwards. Okay, okay. Original position? Yeah, you can say literally anything about Hunter x Hunter, and I won't be able to prove you wrong. Crept upwards, parameter tracking infinitesimally. Okay. Ignored it, have some free time, investigate it. Reading could be tracking, water pressure or temperature. It's gotta be something like primordial seawater or something. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I did see some crazy guy on the internet unironically believe he was developing Nen, and everyone just mocked him. Oh, okay. I hear that the Chimera Ant, whatever it was called, was a really, really good arc. What do you mean? Guess is something less ordinary, and that's primordial seawater concentration. Yeah. Water climate changes, rarely shifts, water pressure more likely, didn't change at all. No possibilities occur to me, potential connection, primordial sea, yep, exactly. Okay. That's what I've heard. I knew a guy at college who was big into Hunter x Hunter, and he told me that too. Symptoms, concentration of seawater, yep, exactly. Moved again. I bet. I need to find the time to read it, though. Already under the sea. So the problems are like toxic seawater mixed in and rising. Leaking in. Welcome back. Hajimemashi Tenchi. How's the homework? He literally said JoJo. Into the sea, very likely, but from where? Biscuit. Biscuit. Okay. London Bugally. Probably something to do with Tartaglia, which is why. Probably a whale thing. Well, sadly, that's probably about the best it could be. Yep, exactly. Figured it out. Yeah, this guy is Ono Daisuke. Oh, you're already working on schedule for the next. Oh, right. Look beneath a sluice gate. It's really close to us. Okay. Yeah. He even had a yada yada line, and in combat he does an ora ora. So, very excited to try to get him soon. Intel mixing the sea around us. I wonder if we'll have to go down and check that out. No way. Either way, we literally haven't had a single fight. We have not had a single fight in either of these Archon quests. And he's got drip. Hold back at all, looking through, all of Fontaine will fall with it. Puddles in the span of a night. Never mind. Right above the sluice gate for the Primordial Sea, he built this place anyway. Might be part of a vast conspiracy, exceedingly boring. Okay. Forbidden zone forgotten by the nation, rediscovered. The single founder, people who used to live here. Yeah, exactly, that's where we're going to find out that lore. Nigeria, Fontaine criminals were exiled, chasing away the banished. Your sympathy, the seaside, can struggle and bone-chilling cold. Understandable. Yeah, I will say, if you're talking about the old Rithesli model, I do kind of miss the fur collar. Oh, you mean new models compared to old other characters, okay. Yeah. Well, the big thing is, and we've discussed this, I think, that Diluc's eye placement is abnormally low. He would look normal if they put his eyes up higher, but they gave him a massive forehead for no reason. Begin to repent, pray to the Hydro Archon, still anything they can do to be on them, go guard my secret deep underneath the waves. Insectoid, oh my goodness. That's a little harsh. The sea power, the Archon. Exiles increase community. Terrain fortress of their successors unfinished. So how do they? The water fortress only home. Understandable. Someone has to be mean if I can't do it. Referring to the fortress as a prison, repenting sinners sufficiently redeemed themselves. When we place could not get used to being back up top. Some lapse, some stayed idle position, fade away with the secrets of the past. So in that case, 数百で
メロピデ要塞が何のために建造されたのかを知る者はもう少ない。
You think I have a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, you're taking too many Scaramouche pills. You're beginning to like them too much, and not in a good way. Just founding Pillar of Fontaine in society, place where criminals deserve to be sent. Okay. One way or another, live out their days in the fortress, elderly historian.
でも
Was thought he'd
お
move
前は
up.
確信してるんだな
In that case, you should throw him in front of a bunch of very strong enemies, let them beat him up, and see if he learns his lesson. That's what I would do. Part of that history is true. He says everyone will be dissolved into the sea. Prophecies. Better than Lisa. Really? Proving all too accurate. Promising things, first wave of panic, bring about the second. Real time to third. What do you plan to do about it? Somewhere else, show you something. So, what's happening now? Cutscene, cutscene. I didn't even know she said that. I've never really used Noelle to climb. This is it, and another gate? Oh! So, that's why medical researcher and institute researcher, so they were actually probably commissioned, pretending to fight. Oh, okay, I might have heard that once then. That is true. Maybe a little too nice.
待ってください
Julia.
ジュリエ他の人が
Yep, and those were some guys who were conspiring in the infirmary earlier. What did I know? Better plan. See, it's all about it is, and what is this plan?
結果はもう目に見えてるだろう。
More than you can ever
わかりました
imagine.
あなたがそこまでおっしゃるのなら
So come on, let's shut it
そ
out.
うですね
I was enough trust them for
二人から
now.
さて、改めて紹介しよ
Production's
う。
one of the highest ranked researchers.
こいつは
Yep,
ジュリエ。
exactly. Under
フォンテー
Edwin.
ヌ科学院で最高位の研究員
You
の
know, I do know about that externally, but let's
昔は
ask.
エドウィン
This,
君
that
の
would
元
be
で
Edwin
働いてた。
Eastinghouse, who is...
あんたら
Okay.
エドウィン君は
Edwin
爆発で
Coons,
フォンテーヌ
Skyhigh,
科
who
学
couldn't
院
the
を
hand
丸
out a
ごと
local
吹き飛ばした
non-heard of
彼
him.
の専攻はアル
Archeum
ケ
and
ーノと
Gravity.
重力
It's
機械。
Gravity and Abyss versus
ジュリエ
Celestia.
君はその助手
System-
で
Okay.
関連技
But
術
the
が
name
頭に入る。
Eastinghouse, it's a reference to
俺は
George
ジュリエ君を
Westinghouse, who
技
was
術顧問としてやる。
Edison's rival in the War of the Currents of, AC/DC. And I believe he was one of the reasons that Edison electrocuted an elephant. As in, electrocuted one for publicity, which is, one of the nastier things he did. But it's also a reference, apparently, I found out, to... In the late Soviet Union, there was apparently still an Eastinghouse company in America that I didn't know about until I heard about this. And Soviet nuclear reactors would get their electricity, as in their external backup electricity and the like, from Eastinghouse company. They would get shipped. It's crazy the things they're referencing. They also reference Nietzsche and Hegel, and maybe some other funky Italian politicians. They might have referenced Gabriele D'Annunzio, who was not a great guy, but like I was saying, they would use both this Westinghouse technology and combine it with their own Soviet technology, and because of that, they would call it Eastinghouse, because it was the East, not the West. Apparently. Whoever said that might have been lying. Okay. Technical consultant, go up the fortress. Wait. Well, we either imagine it or tempted as
皆さ
well.
ん変なことを考えないように
Yeah, basically, he was a guy who came a little before Mussolini and kind of gave him some inspiration. I think it's technically under the jurisdiction of Croatia right now, but you might have heard of a place called Fiume. And D'Annunzio, with a bunch of sort of former military people, went and invaded Fiume. It was called basically the Undertaking of Fiume. Yeah, La Impresa de Fiume. And basically, Italy did not want... Machiavelli was unimaginably based. Most people don't understand him. I think there are a lot of people who try to rehabilitate Machiavelli by saying The Prince was satire. The Prince was not satire. But to understand, he was to an extent a ends justify the means person, but to understand what the ends he thought justified the means, you have to read the discourses, which is which is all about basically how to form a stable democracy. And basically he says that if you want a stable, free democracy, you need to start with a dictator with a vision. And they can set up a country and then hand it down to the people. And, you can agree or disagree with that statement. But he's not just, be a dictator to get high off the hog and benefit yourself. It's be a dictator so you can create a functional, free, independent, worthwhile nation. Which is still often quite objectionable. But saying he's just a bad guy. Yeah, exactly. But he was talking to the Borgias, I believe, one of the Borgias, who was technically also working for, and there are a lot of people who believe that the reason it sort of played to what the Borgia guy wanted to do is because he was looking for a patron and needed a source of cash and was trying to butter them up a little. You are not bringing the Watchmen into this. You are not bringing Watchmen into this. Honestly, sure. Post it on your Twitter. But, like I was saying, one of the new craftable sword mentions sort of music as an organizing principle for the Roman-ish nation that preceded Fontaine. And one of the things that D'Annunzio's rule of Fiume, which happened basically because Italy said, okay, we will cede this area to Croatia, and a bunch of ex-military people who were very nationalistic got all gussied up about that and said, we will take Fiume back until Italy agrees to take it back themselves. And eventually Italy agreed to them to take it back after it had already been conquered, because they were just sort of, we don't want these idiots in charge. Sure, why not? I've never heard that man speak. But, like I was saying, in the Constitution of Fiume, they said that the organizing principle of that little microstate was quote-unquote music. And keep in mind, D'Annunzio was not a nice guy, and most people agree that he kind of paved the way for Mussolini. But he was also a kook. He was a not nice guy who was also just kooky. Well, there you go. We can always learn something. I mean, you teach me new stuff about Italy every day. It's a little scary sometimes. Okay, back to the game. Ravine, tennis master, technical consultant. Oh, she isn't even related to medicine, actually. Jorio's assistant. Oh, interesting. Used to be. Together, really necessary. Oh, goodness. He's asking this question. Sure, you're not a couple. Oh, my goodness. Not the ship tease. Oh, yeah. Okay. No in between. Understandable. And I assume Berlusconi would be the second. And is women the secret third thing here? Do they not fall into either category? In cover, not in a relationship with this man. Oh my goodness, that was a strong denial. Officially, you got with an Frankly, that's just going to make people more suspicious. Okay. Then don't. We're gonna say anything, follow me. So where are we going next? Are we going to that piper? Another? Okay. Where's this sending us? Amazement. Fortress can do anything. Man, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. That is probably the healthiest way to engage, or not engage, I guess. Super cool. Just a normal room or an observation point. Or... yeah. European history is very, very silly. There was that one war to try to conquer Italy that ended up with most people switching sides at one point or another, and in the end the outcome was just a restoration of the status quo. I'm sure our token Italian can tell us more about that one if she wants to. The bit, and here you go. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, is this... what kind of boat is this? Is this a movie screen showing us history? Yeah, it's okay, It's late where you are. We don't need to force you. And this is a huge ship. Oh, and that's Archeum down there. So what is Kaizo? Its power with Arca is... oh! They basically built Noah's Ark. Oh, that's crazy.
それに
Production
ここ
zone,
って
never
見た
seen
こ
them.
とない
What's
水
going
槽
on?
あんたらは
Fontaine
フォンテーヌの
history.
歴史についてどれくらい知ってる？
どれくらい知って？ Not much at
あん
all.
まりよく知らないな。
よく知らないな。
となると、
となると Ancient
レ
Remuria.
ム
Oh,
リアの
okay.
物語も知らないだ
So
ろ
we're
う
getting
な。
Remuria lore in here.
ざっくり話そう。
Yeah, Remuria is very, very,
古代
very
フォンテーヌ
funny
はレムリア王
because
朝の統治を受け
it's
ている。
two references in one. Because, for one, it's sort of referencing Remus, who was, you know, Romulus' brother who died, so it's sort of, you know, Rome by Remus. But it's also a reference to Lemuria, which is literally a speculative continent, kind of like Atlantis, that was created to explain the presence of lemurs on other continents before people knew about continental drift. But after that, it got a second life as kind of a sort of spiritual predecessor continent in the theories of theosophy created by Helena Blavatsky, who is, among other things, in Fate Grand Order. Invade Italy. Oh, you mean Hannibal? Are you talking about Hannibal? Absurdly huge. All boats should be met. If they made every boat in this game huge, then they could add, as an in-game book, how to avoid huge ships. Have you ever seen the cover of that book? How to avoid huge ships. How to avoid huge ships. Yeah, John W. Trimmer. It is a real book. It is a real book. And the reason why is because cargo ships basically cannot really change direction. And they're incredibly massive, so they've got actually literally zero give. And that's one of the reasons that a lot of places people aren't really allowed to do stuff like water skiing at night. Because, and this is going to sound really gruesome because it is, but if there's something like a tow cable linking a boat to shore, a big cargo ship, and it's kind of low down and you don't see it, you can literally get instantly decapitated. It's insane. Because it has absolutely zero give. And if it's not, you can't see it. Okay, back to the game. Legend of Lemurian King Remus. Yep, exactly, it's Remus. Isn't Romulus and Remus. Seer Sibylla. Oh, the Sibyl's golden key. You ship the Fortuna. Oh, Fortuna is in... Yeah, Machiavelli, okay. Yeah, as I'm sure at least some of you know, at least one of you knows, a big thing in The Prince is sort of the difference between Virtue and Fortuna, essentially. Virtue, or more accurately, manliness or strength, and basically good luck. And you have to have both to succeed, you know. You need to have useful circumstances, but you need to have the strength to take advantage of them. Searching waves, Remuria. New tribes and islands joining his empire. Largest cargo boat. New type of guy just dropped. If you've heard about guys into trains, now you can hear about guys who are into boats. Wait, who? Is that Louis the 14th? Because I know he invented the high heel. Remuria, tribes and islands, shipping the story too. It's kind of like the Mediterranean. Oh! So it's like how Fontaine is in the middle of the continent. So that's kind of the Mediterranean, I guess. Maybe. Okay. End of a voyage. To a point. Well, factories worth of labor, materials, and technology. Give it a try. 100%. He's to blame, yeah. Like all other big problems in the world, you can find men at the root. Big boats, yeah. How to avoid huge ships. Okay. Give it a try. Speculate. Might land near the gate. Begin this process. Very Fortuna. The disaster, plan for the ages. Yeah, if you're gonna wear a stiletto, you have to use it as a stiletto. Panama Canal. Yeah, that boat is actually the Ever Given. They're gonna try to survive the flood, but it's gonna get caught sideways on the way out, and everyone's gonna die. New York flooding. Oh my goodness. It's worse. Okay, find out the truth. Lights would destroy the fortress. Such a reckless call. 2 cups of tea. Any questions? Take you back. Okay. So what's next? Still have not gotten a single fight. Oh my goodness. Be here for now. Thank you so much. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Okay. We just shot those 3 as well. This group takes the truth, excessive conflict. For sure, yeah, we will. I feel like that boat will come in handy again. Feels like a very plain Chekhov's gun. Handshake, okay. What happens next? Secret keepers and forbidden zones. Calamitous tread. Oh my goodness. Still isn't the end of the quest. It is honestly kind of crazy how short the first one is in comparison to how long the second is. Just keeps going and going and going. Happen. Le Deluge. New York did get flooded. It's hard to tell. Furina does not seem evil in the slightest, but she does seem kind of like an incompetent girl failure. She's basically kind of like how kids were put on the throne in the later years of France for reasons and could not really govern. Yeah, right now. So in Secret of Blue Water, that is the name of an anime. And Seymour boat inspired by the old legendary boat. Well, I checked, and what's really interesting is that I didn't really pay attention to it at the time, but the end of both of the other quests are basically marked in reputation as Anne's story prologue and Seymour's story prologue, which implies that we're going to see more of them. And also, one of the quests, I'm not sure which one it is marked as Caterpillar's story prologue. And Caterpillar, among other things, is the name of the guy who gave that one painter who showed up in that one Sumeru desert area the ability to basically paint perfectly. Okay. Repeat themselves? I would say so. Yeah, you're not even in New York. How could you go swim if you aren't even in New York right now? Yeah. It's a real shame. Those sound like poopy waters. We're back. Okaeri. Ochairu. Have the sea. Yeah, guys, you gotta go to the Amalfi Coast. Not for a drink. Well, if you accidentally ingested it, then you would start dissolving. It's that primordial seawater, always drinking tea. Remembered something else. Sedated two people. We used to the water in the teacups themselves. Leslie and Sigwin. Flooded. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the music is very, very good. I like the fact that they've got some sort of 20th century American sort of ragtime-ish influence. That's some good stuff, too. Talking about brewing tea. This place, be able to learn anything from Rithesli. Why are you flipping Lenny off? What has he done to you? Explain to everything. Checking your answers against my speculations. Seems like he's feeling better. I didn't think you were. I was just making a joke because that's the one place people go to for vacation. I believe in twink rights. Let the man cook. By cook, I mean perform magic and do infiltrations. Okay. I didn't know you were into them like that. Okay. Pun intended, sorry. Around, also busy with something or other, so let's just talk here. Okay. Yes. Those are my theories. 3 questions. Are we gonna have to do another kind of investigation, or... See, the conversation has dried up. Okay, Fremine affected by the prodigal seawater. So he dove into the sea. Understandable. Water's prodigal sea, close to the fortress of Meripede. Yep, exactly. Got that right on the first try. Sasagani Rinekun. Course of our stay ignored and roadblocked us. If Doug Walker was in Fontaine, he would perform his incredibly miseducated parody of Pink Floyd's The Wall. Then he would get sent to the prison down here. Then he would sing again, and everyone would beat him to death. That's what would happen. Rithesli, completely at first, suddenly roadblocked us. Why? Quite a long time thinking about this. That credit card! Yeah, this is my traveler credit card. Because... Yeah, exactly. If you're not going there just for pictures and an Instagram location tag, you know, at that point it isn't even a vacation anyway. Fatui, hoping to find Tartaglia for him. Part of the court system, Nivolet, king of a no-man's land. Tartaglia's disappearance can use it to pressure the authorities. Move between the parties of interest, so what does he want to do? Save everyone in his own way. All wants for food, yeah, exactly. That's sad. An almost entirely empty beach might be a little too much. I don't know. Depends on who you want to see. Not himself, secret of the infirmary, just what it could be. The big picture is amazing. I would say Hungry Box. Tectone has only fallen off recently, from what I've heard. That said, I've not really watched either. Understandable, yeah. It is, after all, just mostly a matter of personal preference. Super smart. Last question, and what are they doing? What could it be? Nature of the seawater, quite here to help him out. Also, even with the air bubbles, this, and also just reducing the light level, the screen cover has definitely helped me look at the screen more. Oh, a stone beach, like a gravel beach. Oh, that's really cool. It's been a while since I've seen one of those, but they've mostly been riverbeds. Yeah, it is helpful. The infirmary, secret block, something big, never get to see, bargaining chip. Deal with him directly. Oh, so that's how they're trying to save Fontaine. It might be. I think a lot of it is just exposure and living close. Because if you live close to the ocean, sand is going to get boring very, very fast. Being the last piece of the puzzle, and that is sharing the information. What's the catastrophe the quest description mentioned? Not the time for disputes, seriously and considerately. Masaka? Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Kosui? Crisis. Oh, so that's why you wanted to. Interesting. So that's why you. Huh. You hate sand. It's coarse and it's irritating and it gets everywhere. Oh my goodness. You came here just to hate. House of the Hearth is her base of operations. Understandable. Nothing wrong with Anakin. What did he do? Base of operations resolve the crisis. Have known that. Average Genshin impact anti. Over to his side, wanted to negotiate. Okay. Interesting. Sensumi, pass it on to Arlecchino on your side. Not for you, anything else? Come to the House of the Hearth at any time. So where is that? Is it in the city? His family have my gratitude. Daiji toki ni onishan. Understandable. Yeah. I feel like... Thank you. But it is a real... The last time they had the Traveler speak during a quest was actually Senora. But I feel like... they could at least voice some of the dialogue lines. Especially the ones that are literally just two parts of the same line. But the big thing is just... The Traveler is not supposed to be a self-insert character, so it's weird how they sort of do it in half measures. Want to do it? Being also formal. Together again if necessary. Hold on. Help at all, in danger, try our best to protect you. Feel all warm and safe inside. Well, and what was that? Yeah. Especially in the last couple of quests, the dialogue choices have been popping off. In Inazuma, you didn't really do it in Samara, but in Inazuma, you got to be really, really sassy with people. And some of that came back here. Hungry. Straight up hungry. Oh, really? Is that in a voice line? I need to check those out. Some food, catch you guys another time. Paimon is the sin of gluttony, guys. What are who's all the others? Oh, okay. Makes sense. Or capable of helping, incredibly helpful. That's cute. That as well. Paimon is you. You're a tiny fairy that might betray us at the end. Understandable. The Fairy King. Guys, she's Oberon from Fate Grand Order. I didn't say that. Cafeteria and... Okay. Come on. What do you mean by that? Who's that? Coupon cafeteria. Traveler's Wrath. Honestly, yeah. I can see that. Coupon cafeteria, do what I want. We're gonna get our meal. I have called you helpful many times before and thanked you for various things. Paimon-chan, kochi kochi? Okay. Goku-chan? Okay. Okay. Corinda? Interesting. So what is she getting? Yeah. Sigwin is peak. Oh, is in the show. Okay. And she has a gun. They actually both have guns. Can choose and why. For chef. Whatever you like. Interesting. So does that mean she'll be cooking it or biggest portion or tastiest? Honestly, I'm gonna go for calories. Yeah. I wonder what kind of kit she's gonna have. She does have an Usia Hydrovision, if I recall correctly. Take a better look at her model. Arrive, slowly unlock, bursting with flavor. Drinks over it, well, strange but nutritious. With Leslie, don't buy her claims. Terrible. Oh, some people were saying that. Hold on, relax. That the reason that Rithesli does not drink Sigwin's drink that she offers in the very first Fontaine trailer is because of that, because it just tastes bad. So other people were thinking originally he was blind or colorblind. Dinners are the best. That's not all. Free orders, plenty of work. How's the food? Yep, exactly. We can see her Usia Hydrovision on the back. Guess it would make sense for Abyss to go with the Melusines. Alex terrorism arc is... That was during Inazuma. We'll see what happens when she comes back. I don't know. I feel like we might end up fighting her. Given all the awful things she's honestly done, I would be happy to. Besides the milk. Okay, let's be nice. So happy, muscle move, quite relaxed. That's from her books. Human beings, a bit of bone. Very different. So yeah, she doesn't seem to be any human at all. Understandable. Get some sleep. Thanks for popping in. Sanaragan for real. Oh, right. Yeah, that guy, the Echo guy. That guy too. Yeah, that was a sus thing to do. Care of you. Adios. Short like an older sister. Uchino. And his siblings as well. Children, one without water. Saved in the nick of time, so the pipes after Quinto left. She's after his brother. Interesting. That's why the pipes were sealed. Okay. That was what? Guards there to stop anyone. Quinto had returned. Okay. Question, no real danger. That's nice of them, so they were always in control. Ah! So Rithesli just knows exactly what is going on. Monster new light come down here more often. Darkness and chaos. Inside his office. It's very hard. So, what's next? Turn to the dormitories to rest, but Corinda is just overhearing. What is she doing? What if Rithesli is in the office? I can see that, yeah. I wonder if they'd have any kind of synergy. Sigmund's honestly the only one I can really see as a support, though. Okay, with effort, save for a minute, child's play, side jobs, Sigmund and the Duke, eating by yourself. Duke is business of his own. Dinner for her is all, oh nice. First time in a long time. In the past. Futaritomo, enjoying yourselves here, a work trip for us too. I would not speculate that Corinda would ever be a 4-star or even a support. They put way too much emphasis on her fighting capabilities specifically, and they did kind of do that with Sara, but I cannot see Corinda being anything other than a 5-star main DPS. Run around unnecessarily. What does she mean by messy? But like I was saying, Corinda just does not have a 4-star design. Honestly, Sigwin kind of cuts it close, and I don't... There's only so much I can say without getting into weak territory, but... Okay, so he's not here right now. I just cannot see And that closed back. No, it actually didn't. I can't see Clorinda as anything other than a 5-star. Hate to say it. Let's go and see and go up to our dormitory. Okay, there we go. And no, that's actually the production zone. Tori Blog and that one over there. Nope! If you want to be really silly, you can run her as a solo charged shot DPS, but it doesn't work as well as Farazan can kind of do. And honestly, Sora isn't even all that good until C6. And even then, you honestly want a C2 or higher Raiden to make that work. She is honestly legitimately just for whales. You'd say that Farazan gets kind of close by the fact that she needs C6 to even function, honestly. But she can still work just fine with a C0 Zhao or Scaramouche or even by herself. Sora needs C6 to do anything, but she also kind of needs a higher Constellation Raiden as well. Yeah, having on-demand Electro from her charge shots are pretty useful, but you also get that from Lisa as a catalyst. Zalcid, super sleepy, also getting there. Okay. Gonna get another Tartaglia dream after this. There we go. Sleeping again. I do like Sora and her lore, but she got slighted in a lot of ways. Especially considering how hard she jobbed in the Archon Quests and the fact that she's the only Inazuma 4-star to not get a hangout, if I recall correctly, at least yet. At least during Inazuma. Kirara hasn't got one, but also Kirara's new. And just kind of a bonus character, and she was released during Sumeru. Just seconds for free. Okay. Good night. Good night to our Paimon. Yeah. It's sad. And the riot is happening, and I guess Corna has to. Understandable. She did get some good event time, but same also happened for characters who had real screen time too. Get out of my way. Why is everyone running? It's not with Asley. I assume the sea must have broken loose. Yelling. Okay. Trying to get done. What's that sound? Yep, go out and see what's going on. So no Tartaglia dream. I did get Tartaglia dreams, which were connected to the fact that we are basically holding on to his vision for him in the first quest this patch. So what is happening? Is everyone running around? Probably primordial seawater at the bottom or something. Time to explain goodbye. Wait. Yeah, exactly. Talk to us? Gusto, here you are. Oh, it's the guy from earlier. The gossips. Vavarun, you know what happened here? That would be especially informed, terribly wrong. Evacuate and get out of here. The friends slip through the cracks. Evacuation completed. 1 or 2 people are missing. Probably not my idea. Come with us. Evacuate outwards. Far away is possible, upwards and outwards, so it must be primordial sea. Yep, there we go. It is very nice of them. I appreciate the NPCs showing back up. Where are you going? Honestly, the sort of fast-paced, sort of heartbeatish music reminds me of... There's a song displaying the experiments that they did on the clown guy. If you've seen Cowboy Bebop, there's an antagonist who is literally a super-powered cyborg clown who is the subject of government experiments. And there's this really, really freaky scene where they show you the experiments done on him from his perspective. They have a really, really creepy song that's actually a remix of all things, a Pink Floyd song. It's a remix of On the Run off of Dark Side of the Moon. It's honestly crazy, one, that they chose that specific song to remix out of all Floyd songs, and two, that it went so hard. It works so well in context. I guess it makes sense if we are on the run right now. Go and get out, just go on without us. Okay. Be careful. Who are we going to fight, if anyone? Let's see. It's outwards, Thomas Slayer, for outwards as possible. Go to the office. Yeah. But what I like is that it's set up as Ed finding the government logs, but instead of just more straight exposition, they just tell us. Okay, I want to see how far these NPCs are going to run. Okay. Evacuate outwards as quickly as possible, move on, go to the Forbidden Zone right away. Okay. So they're actually just going to stop us if we... Yeah, so we can't actually see where they're running to. It's going to be an infinite supply of NPCs, I think. Actually, if they're running out, where are they running from? I'm just trying to see where they're coming from. I want to understand the mechanics of this situation. Okay. What can I say? I just want to know. Okay. You can hear the alarm, you can hear the klaxons in the background too, which is cool. Gonna go back down, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Go to the Forbidden Zone at the bottom of the fortress. Hello. And activate lift device, and there's this one over here. Okay, we're gonna fight something, or... Oh. Corin is here. Okay. Interesting.
案の定だな。
案の定だな。
そう言ったはずだ。
そう言ったはずだ。And what's gonna happen? Gonna be some monsters, or... I'm ready.
いいところに来た。
いいところに来た。
だがすぐにここを離れてくれ。
Cool. Oh, yep. He's got his gloves on. It's gonna break loose. And... Oh, this funky water's coming. What is he gonna do? Oh, hello. It's abyss-colored water. Let's see. And it's coming out now. You gonna freeze it? Aha! Space squeeze. Burst, too. Oh, nice. Yatta. Huge. It's coming out now. Oh, goodness. Can't do this forever. So what are we... Oh, no. Yeah. I feel like he's consciously trying to sound a little different, but there's only so much we can... No, oh, he's gonna lock him. A little electro gun there. Go for your Mega Man slide. Do the Mega Man X. There we go. Scraped on that. Oh, and he throws that. Oh. That was huge. Defenses are about to collapse.
あの方が到着するまで私たちが最後の砦だ。
Literally fighting water. What is this, the Iliad?
ここのゲート、どれくらい持つと思う？
そりゃ俺らの頑張り次第だ。
Yeah, it is. Next patch is going to be the conclusion, and we're going to get to see whatever boss we see. Okay. Whatever boss they give us. I am surprised that we have literally had 0 combat. Why are you here, Tabibito?
今すぐ
Opera
神
House
城に向かってほし
immediately.
い。
You're gonna go to the Aura
もう
Tree,
じ
sir.
き
Meet
フ
with
リ
the
ーナがそこで召
Knave
し使う
Protector, no time alone to me
どうか
later.
フリーナを守ってくれ。
It's peak.
くれぐれも
Oh, that would
召
have
使い
been...
と長く二人きりにさせてはいけない。
That was... I think that was either Domitian or Caligula. I know it was a Roman emperor who... I think a bridge collapsed, or either way, water prevented one of his military advances, so he had his army stab the sea. Yeah, then that would have been Caligula. That was Incitatus. Caligula stabbing... Yeah, Caligula stabbing water. Yeah, he declared war on the sea. Okay, further shores of Gaul and had the wave whipped. Oh, because they failed in their expedition to Britain. Okay. For what it's worth, there are some people who, for better or worse, argue that Caligula was kind of the first troll, and that the reason he made his horse a senator was to basically mock the quality of the senators and say, a horse could do your job better than you. Which, maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna go protect Fiorina. Okay. Yeah, I will say, the newer kits are very, very interesting. Okay, okay. Let's see what happens if we put all these out. I want to see. Come on. Only the distance is not that good. Honestly, I could just charge one up, but I don't know. It'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, it's a weird situation for sure. Okay, I wonder if we could put this one. Okay, we can actually relight that one like that. Look at me just playing around with these dumb torches. I need to be committed. It's cool that they continue glowing even when you're... Okay. Huh. Please. Over here. There we go. Put them all out and nothing happened. Good stuff. Should be maybe the end? This is not the end, it seems. Thief in the night. Hey, hey, hey! Come on. Okay. So we've got Fatui on one side, guards on the other, and a Melusine in the middle. Need to hurry. What could they even do? Sabito-san, follow me. Cordial conversation, best of your abilities. I will do my best. Where are they even going to be waiting then? Is it going to be the room where we talked to Lenny and Lynette earlier, or... Let's go straight there. Yeah, it's truly the Metal Gear Solid 4 of... So what is that room? Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess they're kind of... Could compare them to a sea hare or something. Yes. Yeah, sea hares, yeah. Honored guess. Might imply that Elenos was kind of slug-like, albeit with an actual skeleton originally. Okay, so she is kind of in her less flustered form, but it seems kind of in the middle. Yeah, I think we're gonna get to fight an old man pretending to be another old man. A dead old man, and that'll be our final fight. Bare-fisted. Being such as this, two guests at my dinner table, too lonely and unbecoming. But she's alone, she's lonely. Liquid Senora, oh my goodness. I could see that. Actually, maybe that would be more like Senora Ocelot, because that would imply a solid Senora. At this point, she's more of a gaseous Senora. Ashes Senora. I don't know. I'm not... But they wouldn't be fighting bare-fisted, so it doesn't exactly work. Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, so this is our first time seeing her in person. I should look away. It's dangerous. The Knave, head of the House of the Hearth, and the Linny siblings' father. Linny siblings! Oh my goodness. Easy to deal with. Pleasure to meet you too. Come sit beside me, so... Kakeru to ii? Okay. Paired seats for you. Okay. Your visions are useless. Well, there is exactly one time, and we don't even know how it worked, but during the two Raiden fights, the two story Raiden fights, she has the ability to disable visions, and it's never explained how. Just says the Vision Hunt Decree is in order, which is just the name of her political program, and it's never explained why she has the ability to literally shut down visions. We never see any other Archon do it, and we never even hear how. I think it's a very, very cool mechanic, and I almost kind of wish they found a way to bring it back for a weekly form. But I guess it makes sense, given that we don't fight the Archon, we fight the Shogun puppet, which is an entirely different character. For tea when we had the time. Okay. Limited time to confectionery, simply adore 16 slices sold every day. So it's kind of like a princess cake. Yeah. Had a very interesting
ぜひ召し上がっ
Have
て
a
みてくれ。
taste. Basically, it's a reference to the sword hunt that Toyotomi Hideyoshi carried out, and kind of similarly to how they made a statue for the vision hunt of the thousand-eyed, hundred-armed god. I might have that the other way around, who is a reference. It's a reference to the Buddha statue that Hideyoshi made with all the swords he melted down, or at least intended to. I'm not sure exactly which. Yeah, it is. It is. The Sakoku decree. The Sakoku decree is literally a reference to Sakoku no Kuni, which is just the official literal description of Japan being a close country under the Tokugawas. Yeah, no, seriously, it's very, very historical. Well, it's not a statue of Raiden. Most people think that that's a statue of Istaroth, because it's never explained who it is. And there seem to be connections between Makoto and Istaroth. And if Istaroth was erased from Irminsul, it wouldn't necessarily erase the statue, but it would erase anyone's knowledge of who it actually was. That's the thing. Whether is to her, forced to be reckoned with, cautious around her. Let's see what happens. What do you think of this cake? Well, dodatta. Pretty good.
そうか。
I'm on.
なら私も安心した。やはり講師の言う通りのようだ。君の好みは。
If you had two forks on each side of you, which one will you take? The left one or the right one? Okay. You know what? You want a treat? I'm just gonna pull it out. Yeah, and Zhongli? Oh, other weird shapes, okay. Suppose that you were sitting down at this table. The napkins are in front of you. Which napkin would you take? The one on your left or the one on your right? The one on your left side or the one on your right side? Usually you would take the one on your left side. That is correct, too. But in a larger sense in society, that is wrong. Perhaps I could even substitute society with the universe. The correct answer is that it is determined by the one who takes his or her own napkin first. Yes? If the first one takes the napkin to their right, then there's no choice but for others to also take the right napkin. The same goes for the left. Everyone else will take the napkin to their left because they have no other option. This is society. Who are the ones that determine the price of land first? There must have been someone who determined the value of money first. The size of the rails on a train track? The magnitude of electricity, laws, and regulations? Who was the first to determine these things? Did we all do it because this is a republic? Or was it arbitrary? No. The one who took the napkin first determined all of these things. The rules of this world are determined by that same principle of right or left. In a society like this table, a state of equilibrium, once one makes the first move, everyone must follow. In every era, this world has been operating by this napkin principle, and the one who takes the napkin first must be someone who is respected by all. It's not that anyone who can fulfill this role. Those who are despotic or unworthy will be scorned, and those are the losers. In the case of this table, the eldest or the master of the party will take the napkin first, because everyone respects those individuals. Okay. Fan service. Mark, after all, you do share what is tastes and desserts with Fiorina and I. Child should have no reason to have said something like that. So how could they be in contact? Nowadays, something got missing about his safety. You're welcome. You're welcome. A Valentine would probably belong to... When does Steel Ball Run take place? Time period. 1890. Mid-1850s. I was gonna say the Know-Nothings, but the Know-Nothings dissolved 30 years before the period of Steel Ball Run. Okay. I mean, he is the villain after all. Suddenly gone missing, excellent sword, faith in his abilities. Well, he isn't even Fontaine. Primordial seawater shouldn't even do anything to him. Martial prowess, impressive. And she saw it on stage. Kunai, quite nervous, bad blood. Interesting. Active for fighting. Subdued by new blood right in front of you.
彼はまさ
I'm
に
gonna
君の
let
目
them
の
all
前で
play out everything in
最
this
高審判
cutscene.
官ヌビレット殿に裁かれたんだ。
Does seem like the lip flap motions are actually matched to the English text instead of whatever actual audio track is going
私の
on.
同僚はよそでも通用するくらいの腕
Never
前
gone
なん
to
だ
that
が
foot? Such a person.
まさかああいっ
Admiration
た
of
人物
Monsieur
を相手に
Nicolet.
するとは
Few
思わな
leads
か
on
っ
his
た。
whereabouts.
ヌビレット殿の手際にはまさに感服せ
Yeah,
ざるを
they've gotten a lot more cinematic. The intro cutscene with Nuvolette and Furina talking by themselves at the start of the third Archon Quest was very, very funny.
そうだろう
Yeah,
な
at least it's good here.
君であれば確かに調べられるだろう。
Okay.
そこはもっと喜ぶところなんじゃないか。
Okay. What's next? Yeah, yeah.
もちろん
They've
喜
gotten
ば
a
しい
lot
ことで
better
は
at
あ
all
るが
this.
いささか残念なんだ。
This is a dangerous pose.
この情報をもう少し
Somewhat
早
earlier
く
long
聞
time
け
has
ていれば
passed since he disappeared. Okay.
私ももっと喜
Well,
ん
to
で
the
いただろ
Fontaine. Okay.
あ
Ah. Furina is
あ
confused.
でも
The worried Tartanga is still alive.
そこについて
Because his vision has not dimmed yet.
う。おや、
How do you know that?
どうして
Because we have his
そんな
vision.
確証を持てる。
Because we found evidence that proving about the fortress of Narrowgate, well, the biggest one is just that his vision is still glowing. But I guess we don't want to tell her that we have it. Maybe.
その手がかりは
Go after
Don't
leaving
go
the
in.
fortress. Since something was calling him, and probably the Primordial Sea.
と
Statement just left us wide
ネロ
open.
ピデ要塞は水中に位置して
Well,
正門から堂々と出ない限り
Arlecchino herself is actually from Fontaine, or at least that's what everyone
彼
has
が無事に
said.
海底から離れられた
Either
証拠を見
because
つけたという
it's
の
true or they're deceived or they're deceiving somebody else. Her intentions, at least stated, are to save Fontaine from the prophecy of the primordial seawater flooding out and dissolving everybody. But, which is why she wants to take Furina's Gnosis, which apparently, according to an earlier dialogue line, she did not have. Beneath the waves, right out of the main gate, had to swim for it. Surface safely, well, vision wielders can breathe indefinitely last I checked, I think. Unless that's just mechanics. Injured or killed, no evidence.
それはいいことだ。
Tonya, oh, the
つい
Fontaine.
先日
Picked it up
彼の
on his
妹の
behalf.
トーニャからここフォンテーヌに手紙が届いた。
Okay.
残念ながら彼はいなかった
Yeah,
が
yeah.
私が代わりに受け
But
取ること
she
になる。
has a pyro delusion on her back.
そうだ。
And assuming she's going to be playable, given
彼
that
が
she
普段
has a,
どんな風
you
に
know,
変身
vision
している
style
のか。
delusion, which Senora did not
背景
have.
親愛なる
Most people
トー
think that the funny little
俺
catalyst
は
she
今
had
歌劇
was
場
her
の前で
delusion.
街の景色
There's
を
some
堪
people who
能
think
し
it's
て
going
る
to turn into a vision, or maybe
こん
even
な
a
感
different
じでいい
element,
のだろ
but
うか。
at least right now, the color scheme of it, actually, I'm not entirely sure. No, I think it is a vision, actually, because it has the pyro emblem instead of the Vitui emblem. We see normal delusions so rarely that I forgot that, yeah, delusions have. Is it about her currently having the Gnosis? No, Senora's second phase is not her delusion form. Senora's first phase is her delusion form. Her delusion powers are her ice powers, not her pyro powers. Senora's the Crimson Witch of Flames, so she has innate pyro powers not connected to a vision. But she doesn't usually use them because it makes her go crazy. So she uses her delusion in the first form, and only during the story encounter with her, she says something about Harbinger power becoming troublesome, which is basically saying, my delusion is my cryo power, and I'm casting it off because it's not my full strength. I'm going to use my full strength to beat you, even if it kills me. So, someone says, dying in front of the opera house. Oh, interesting. Writes back. The pressure, able to convince her, but distract her from Furina. Yeah. Sounds good to me, yes.
手
Okay.
紙というのは
Yeah,
ある程度
yeah.
型があるものだ。
But,
内容さえ正しければどんな書式でどんな言葉を使っても。お
if I recall correctly, she studied at Samara Academia, and it was related to the death of her lover, which she blamed Venti for. That's why she hates Venti so much, because Venti just did not participate and did not help Mondstadt with the Cataclysm. But, very specifically, the transformation was not just magical realism, she got so angry she turned into fire. It was her unleashing powers that she had cultivated with study. But yeah, Pale Flame lore, which is one of the things in this game that has made me cry, does, I believe it's Stainless Bloom, the flower for Pale Flame, tells the story of Piero meeting Sindora while she was still in her Crimson Witch form and giving her a delusion. Okay. Sorry. Is accurate, written, or worded? So what is she? And the teacup is shaking. What does that mean?
これもきっとある種の予兆だろう。
Things to come, probably maybe indicating something about the seawater. I understand what you're trying to
その言
say.
い方よく理解できないんだが。
予言が次の段階に
Next
入った
stage
んじゃ
of
ない
the prophecy. Oh. Okay. Cutscene again. Lots of cutscenes in here. No, he's going down. Yeah. It's got Pantalone, Piero, Signora, Scaramouche, and
あとは私に任せるといい。
there we go. Excited. So he's
本
here.
当にお一人で。
I'm watching.
問題ない。
Monday night.
へ
Oh,
ー
this is from the trailer.
この状況に対処できるってことはやはり
Let's see.
もしくは
School.
責任感が強いだけって
Sense of
こともあり得る
responsibility.
か
Well, I already know the reason why. Let's see. What is Bro gonna do? That door is gonna shatter. That door is gone. Oh. Excuse me. Ah, there we go. He's going past him. He's just holding it back. He's got his charge attack going, I guess. Wrong hand on it. Oh. Funny eye sigil on his
予
lip.
言の日は
Okay,
いつか訪れるかもしれない。
From Winx Club. Oh my
だ
goodness.
が今ではない。
Ima, they want them. So just make it
一
disappear
種族さえ
or
容易に滅ぼせる
entire
太古の
race?
力。
Ancient power. Oh,
果てなき最悪は
Sakura.
憤怒の発散に等しい。
So he's just putting it back. Oh wow. Oh, so it's kind of like the chasm seal. Okay, so that was basically the skill in his burst. That's cool. Well, more
こ
of
の
the
度の
burst
審
is the
判はあまりに
sequential.
壮大ゆえ
Too severe.
採決に参加
Forgive
で
me
き
for
そうにない。
overruling it. Basically, the punishment for sin. Okay. So it really is basically in a real physical form, the sort of sins of Fontainians are rising up and
どうやら
yeah.
中の問題は解決したようだ。
I feel like he's not nearly helpless or pathetic enough to be baby girl. Maybe girlboss. Honestly, I would say maybe more of a parry or just a shield. He really said time for the Smash Brothers Korin counter surge. Problem inside has been suppressed.
つまり
Sit
What
for
an-
now?
しば
Yeah.
らくは
It was quite nice. They were able to do it with Thesly and New Light, considering that they have their kits all put out. But, Navia and Clorinda, Navia didn't even use the gun we're pretty sure she has. Clorinda used her pistol, and besides that, it was just giving their weapons infusions that they probably don't have in their kit. I feel like your definition of baby girl and mine are a bit different.
今回の賭けは俺の勝ちって
Only
わ
a
け
present. Goodness.
確かに
Indeed, just
あ
as
な
you
たの言っ
said.
た通りだった。
Totally data. Oh, also, okay, understandable. I'm not an expert on these kinds of things. Oh, also, Esta Boy. Corinde's Japanese voice actor, or Clorin's voice actor in Japanese, is Ishikawa Yui, who is Morgan from FGO and 2B from Nier Automata, actually. At least in the Japanese voicings. What can I say? I expect it from Thesly, but not from her.
賭けをしたのか。
We had a
あん
bet.
たが一人で来
Says
る
if your
か
entourage come down by
大勢を
yourself.
引き連れて
立場上、
Yes, he knows
そうあ
her
るべきだ
knows
と
him
思っ
better.
た。
Yeah.
けど、この件の機密レベルは私の予想を上回っ
あんたもそろそろき
Courts operate. Lets the
公
loser
爵の
get
執
tea,
務室
tons
に
of tea at
なんだ
codices.
俺の法意識が
Like a legal
公
awareness.
爵は
Course
メロピデ要
outside
塞
the
を
law.
法の及ばない場
Yeah,
所
they're
として
cute.
扱ってはいなかったと思うが、
Work with their design. Honestly, would it be too improper? Would it be improper to say that it might be a good ship? Let's So, under the impression, points like this uninterested in legal codices. Obviously a joke.
で、
So we got some
水
unfinished
の上に
business
は
to
まだ
attend
ト
to
ラ
in
ブ
the
ルが残ってるの
overworld.
か
Correct.
急務があるのでしたら先にお戻りください。
That's understandable.
あなたがパレメルモニアを長く離れられ
I
ないことを
remember, yeah,
我々も
exactly,
承知していま
exactly.
す
The
から。
one that isn't allowed. But I know you were talking about Sino and Nilu earlier, and I was kind of curious about that. And I found that one of the reasons people ship them together is because their signature weapons are basically, you know, they look very similar. Arguably sort of two of a series, though. There's some argument over whether the second scepter mentioned in the lore of Staff of the Scarlet Sands is another Staff of the Scarlet Sands, as Candace has one in her art too, or if it's Key of Kajnasut. Skara and Kaza, it sounds like more enemies to lovers type beat, but it just makes no sense to me. I feel like there are some people. I read, of all things, the shipping wiki article for Skaruzan. Well, what I mean is that Scaramouche literally destroyed Kaza's family, and he isn't even apologetic, except for maybe a tiny bit. I mean, you could say maybe it's sort of covering up his emotions, but at the very end of his quest, he says, yeah, you know, now that you can tell people that I'm actually, you know, the one who did all those things, and maybe they'll come after trying to fight me. And he could say maybe, it's, the wounds are too deep in my opinion. But I remember I read, it wasn't for that. It was because of Niwa. From what I could tell, there was no guilt over what he did to the Raiden Gokaden. And frankly, I think a lot of that was also just, in my opinion, a very legitimate grudge that Raiden herself kind of acknowledges, based on the fact that Raiden literally abandoned her kid on the side of the road, basically. She said, you know what? Whatever, I don't want to take care of this baby. Go away. And, you know, which is still the better option, considering Yai literally said, kill the baby, commit infanticide. But, like I was saying, yeah. No, there's no way that Scaramouche regrets taking revenge on the Shogun, and honestly, if I were him, I wouldn't either. You know, it doesn't really justify it, but the game honestly tries to ooh-wooify Raiden a bit too much, in my opinion, but when it talks about what she did to Scaramouche, it does not really make light of it. She did quite literally abandon her kid. If I had Scar as a kid, I don't think he would have turned out that way, just saying. He would have been worse. But, like I was saying, I read an article from, of all things, the shipping wiki about Skaruzan, which is shipping Wanderer specifically and Faruzan, and it took 2/3 of the entire page for them to explain, yeah, people do it because she's his designated support. But another one, though, mostly people do it more as a friends thing, is Layla and Scaramouche. And I think that one's cute. That one's cute. Otasune wiki page. Oh my goodness. Otasune. Let me... All three of them? All three? Just because they're animo? Shipping... Okay. Oh! Otakon and Snake! Canon! Canon? No! That's so funny. Okay, Polymermonia for long. Well, it's because they said Sune instead of Snake or Otasune. If you said Ota-Sune, I probably would have been able to tell, but Otasune, it's a little harder. Okay, into the Polymermonia. Fatui Harbinger. Okay, okay. I mean, if you're talking about the Anima boys, there are at least 2 other guys in that group. I mean, Scaramouche arguably isn't even an Inazuma character anymore. Even if he does use handguards, yeah. Infinitely better Yaoi. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys. Forget asking if things are Yuri. Is Metal Gear Solid 4 Yaoi? Long enough playing House of the Hearth? Phenomenal. Oh wow! Lasted until night. Okay. That expression was ironic. You haven't a clue. Ah, probably something about the cataclysm. What do you want to say? As a Fontanian. Okay, so she does at least claim to be in person. Part of it is being proven true. You gonna get that trailer line soon? Oh, she looks positively vampiric. That angle made her look like she had fangs. Oh my goodness. Honestly, she seems kind of werewolfy to me. I know there are people saying earlier that thought she was kind of like a beast from Bloodborne. I could see something like that, because she is, if I recall correctly, based in part on Lady Maria from Bloodborne. I'm not gonna say a single thing. I've made too many admissions of guilt. Stray bugs in your garden? Think that's acceptable? Okay. Makes me wish I was Lenny. Acts like a guillotine for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Orphans of the House of the Hearth had devoted everything to saving their homeland. Yeah, little did they know. Little do people know. I ain't saying anything. All I'm saying is, Mihoyo finally realized that they could cook, that they could have people cover up, and it would be better. You can dig your own pit. You can dig your own grave. You can build your own prison cell. They put pants on her, and it made it better. That's what I'm saying. Think like a guillotine? Okay, as a Fontanian. Saving their homeland, beggars belief. Majin Fokaros. Yeah. Well, it's variation. It's just expanding their repertoire and keeping us guessing. Okay. Shugo? Yeah, once we get a Scottish character, they can put Mad Jack Churchill in. Put in Mad Jack Churchill and give him a kilt. Self-indulgence. Such absurd conjectures of wisdom. The thing with Kafka is, I mean, they did give her actual quote-unquote pants, but they were literal booty shorts. I'm not sure that counts. Yeah, guys, if we can't get Mad Jack Churchill as a berserker in Fate, we can get him as a cameo character in Genshin. That's what I'm saying. Such absurd conjectures. Oh, my doubts? Exact same thoughts are right now. Mizuno-kami, save them, save us. Survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves. But no, we've had the design for Arlecchino, at least in part, for over a year. As in, Honkai Star Rail came out around 9 months ago, and we got the Harbinger trailer about a full year ago. As in the one where they showed all of the Harbingers together. And you could argue that we didn't know she'll have pants until then. Yeah, she's gonna have bell bottoms. She's gonna be a hippie. All this time, no right to judge me. Is she connected with Ezra's point? Sam, hold her head up high. There we go. Thank you for reading. Yeah. Oh, she has bell bottoms too. A grandma? Kafka? Okay, who are her grandkids? I mean, you could argue that Silverwolf is her kid with Blade, but who are the grandkids? So self, Nave's accusations not put up front. Working on?
フリーな
What's
の
he
が
doing
言う
now?
努力とは
Yeah,
そ
yeah.
れはどういう意味だ
Oh, okay, I get that. Okay.
僕は
Boku wa? Yeah. If you're gonna being a female character who uses Boku, well, I cannot say anything without getting into leak territory. I can talk to you privately after this stream and tell you what we know. But I don't want to get shanked by the Mihoyo ninjas. Don't want to get my throat cut. It's okay, it's okay. I'm not responsible for what the people say in the chat. I think it would be dangerous territory if you referred to it in any way except by code, like those guys back in the prison. Popped balloon. Like the prophecy fated time. To perceive them as of yet. It's nice getting the traveler's thoughts there. They are moving a little.
それらが見えていないだけ
Oh,
に過
so
ぎない
she's putting on that god front again. Understandable, yeah. I'll just hit him up in the Discord.
さすが神だ
Well...
その努力とやらが私たち凡人には見えないものだと
I feel like I'll have to tell you too. Because it's a complicated situation. Prying mortal
では
eyes.
僭
So
越ながら
bold
質
that are
問の
not
仕方を
confidential
変えさせて
emergency
もらおう
response plan.
フリーな
Pending
の
disaster.
開示できる部分だけを私たちに教えてもらうことはできるだろ
I'll tell you, but it's
う例えばそう
kind of
この
complicated.
災いに
It's a
対する
little up in the
措置
air.
とか
Yeah, her X-shaped pupils are peak. She is very clearly not entirely human. And if I recall correctly, she is basically the subject of abyssal human experiments. That's why she's like that. It's always complicated, ain't that the truth? I won't even deny it.
措置は
Sochiwa?
その
Okay,
表情
okay.
から察するにまさか
It
こ
was
れ
at
も
least
見え
one of
な
the
い
world quests, if I recall correctly. You're too slow! What are you, Sonic the Hedgehog? From prepared one of those.
措置も秘密にすべき
Strictly
内容だ
confidential. That sounds like backpedaling. Someone's moving the
少し
goalposts.
ヒントをあげよう
Purpose of your oratory
君
smecking
たち
the
の輸
enemies
出最
cut
低
it
カー
out.
ディナルは一
Gonna
体
find
何
out
のため
something
に
here?
あるものなのか
It's yes and no. We've got a lot of stuff in the World Quest last patch that explains some of its nature. It's always complicated with you. Basically, there's an implication that's basically the origin of humanity, or at least some of humanity. Or at least maybe Conria people, and that the people who said it was all people were just falsely extrapolating from their own interactions with it. But it's highly implied that Celestia, yeah, exactly. Celestia and the Abyss are basically the manifestations of imaginary power and not the Hydro Flask, imaginary power and quantum power from the larger Honkai-verse, or I guess the Helioverse, which are kind of like matter and antimatter. You know, not really good or evil, just incompatible due to physical factors. But the Hydro Flask won. It beat me. But as I was saying, what was I gonna say? Basically, that it is in fact inevitable, and the faded darkness descending and consuming the world, which is actually mentioned in the lore of the Pyrohypostasis' drop, which was 2 years before this. That basically the Abyss consuming the world is inevitable. So it's sort of, do you continue trying to fight it, or do you literally do experiments on human beings? It's okay, I'm a punching bag, I'm an acceptable target. Basically do experiments on human beings to make them able to survive the Abyss. And there's an implication that, well, it's basically stated that that's how sort of Abyss heralds and electors were created. They're sort of artificial humans or heavily modified humans. So maybe Arlecchino might get kind of a Pyrolector kit, which might be kind of sad because it would basically deconfirm playable Enjo. Yeah, but also that the form of Abyss Lectors and maybe Black Serpent Knights, but definitely Lectors and Heralds might also be based on the inhabitants of basically that Remuria kingdom, which also featured people basically shedding their normal human fleshy forms. I don't think they would do such a downer ending. Kind of, if you mean sort of a big rip or a big crunch, sort of the universe getting destroyed somehow. I guess. But I feel like there's either going to be a way to stop it or survive it. There's no way that they would do something that hopeless. I would assume. Okay, purpose of the oratories. Massive amounts of indemnitium accumulated over the years, probably to power that ship. Just like it appears to be. No idea, someone used it to prepare for something, and that would be with Leslie. Not you, Fiorina. Okay. Afro circus, Afro circus. Y'all like Madagascar? Okay. For something not you, Miss Fiorina. When Linny tried to investigate the oratories in the opera house, core contaminated with indemnitium. Oh, so that's why he... Thank you, thank you. I saw Madagascar 1 and 2. I did not see number 3. Kind of wish I had. I very much wished I had. I haven't seen Moto Moto in person. You should have nothing to do with you. Possibly working on a great hydro Suijin-sama? So it's kind of like how the Akasha is part of the Dendronosis. Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, if a movie gets famous for just memes, it's not necessarily a good sign. Funcon, tea party with us today. I'm way to take care of some troublesome business. Should I quit myself doing the napkin speech? Okay, that would be a lot to transcribe for captions, though. As today, troublesome business, and that would be the primordial sea. Exactly right, keep it a secret. Seem quite insecure about the Iudex by your side. Thank you, thank you. I'll make sure. Jishin? Sate? Two slices of cake left? Help yourselves, everyone. Topics I can speak about don't even know what his task was. You'll see all by himself, well, he is a dragon, so... Being truthful or not, should I handle a few matters on behalf of the Iudex? Slice of cake. Gratitude and praise. I feel like this has to be poison or something. I'm trying to, but... It's a big... I feel like that'd be good short. It'd be... That's just 30 seconds, so... I feel like I could do that. Okay. But yeah. The thing about it is that... I don't feel like going back and redoing old clips, but... I would need to make more and make them up to snuff. Kind of change how I caption them and how they're sort of laid out for me to post more, which I do plan on doing. But once I have more good ones, I'll drop a few on a new TikTok, so the Zoomers can come watch me. And then hopefully get I do have a few shorts, and they've actually gotten... Okay, I'm busy with... I have to take out the trash, and do chores around the house, and cook multiple meals a day, and I'm trying! I promise I'm trying. Believe me. I'm not just dismissing you or trying to make you stop or trying to satiate you. I do plan on doing it. It's... Making clips, if you want to make good clips, is actually pretty hard work. Because I make manual captions, and... I know, I'm just saying that I am trying hard. It's... Also, now that I'm hopefully gonna get a phone screen that doesn't give me glare, my eyes will work better. Because I'll admit that some of the reason I haven't been doing that stuff is because I was sort of... Why does it hurt when I look at screens? You know, why am I tired? Why do my eyes hurt? Okay. Let's keep going. Hi, Momo. Sa? Ito? Okay. Arigato na. Ja. Yeah. If I go blind, I can't even play games anymore. Change the topic. Less significant, more relaxed, somber feeling in everyone's hearts. What's gonna happen? Super full? Cake was great. Tapete. My tea table must be the highest quality. I think the day for doing these over as well. Interesting. Soda. Okay. Greatly honored to be featured at Miss Fiorina's table. Miss Fiorina's taste, seeking a chance to chat over tea. Thank you. Oh my goodness, not the Nux talk you mentioned. Okay. Fiorina's table, Fiorina's taste, seeking a chance to chat over tea. Yeah, exactly. You're lucky that I was spoiled on that beforehand, because otherwise you would have just spoiled me. I did tell you that I got spoiled on that, right? Oh, today, if you manage to take care of, let's take my leave now. Who was her voice actress? Let me check. Yeah, No. I don't recall that being said before. They mention the fact that Furina doesn't have the Gnosis, but they don't mention the fact that it was because it got stolen. Who was he even saying that about? That is... Oh my goodness. That's brutal. Kino voice actor. That would be Nanako Mori. Nanako... Roles. Is she an FGO? I feel like I need to stop asking that question. Okay, let's see. She... Oh! She is the voice actor of Prince of Lon Ling. She is the voice actor of a Twinkie male character in FGO. That is so funny. Okay. Oh, goodness. You can't really cross the streams there, pun intended. You know, if you want to be fleshy, you can be fleshy. If you want to stick away from that, you got to stick away from that in most cases. It's hard to really balance that out. And also, you know, that was frankly just a gross topic to get on in general. It's like a third rail. Yeah, it sounds nasty. Tabibito? Opportunity to discuss your tag. Interesting. Guys, alone time with Arlecchino? I will stop incriminating myself. Coming to and... Okay. Follow the nave to the exit and Furina's right here. Ochakai? More difficult than I imagined. If it was a fight... I'll know something where. It can be like that, something the matter, nothing urgent, I shall be retiring for now. Interesting. It makes it honestly seem like if it was a fight, she wouldn't have had... Yeah, I could have just beaten her up and sent her away. Yeah. When I fail to roll her, it'll be even worse. You'll see me cry for probably an hour straight. Toxic Yuri? Oh my goodness. I feel like being toxic is basically a necessary feature of Yuri at this point. I've seen a lot of discourse about how, you know, Yuri never gets to be happy. They just all end up doing cannibalism on each other in the end and dying. Yelan and Saritsa. Oh, interesting. I can see that. All I know is that apparently one of the big reasons that people started shipping Yelan and Pantalone, you know, it wasn't just the fact that they have interactions and the fact that they literally have telepathy bracelets, but the fact that Yelan and Pantalone's Japanese voice actors also voice Minnie and Mickey Mouse. Yeah. It's... I really feel like if and when Pantalone gets added, they need interaction of some kind. So an excuse no interest in your dealings with him, it was just pressure on Furina. Yep, exactly. She is scheming. Girl is straight up. Yeah. They have friendship bracelets derogatory. They have hate each other bracelets. Yappari na? What do you want to say? Moitazo? What do you want to say? Yeah. You know, if they meet up, I feel like they're going to try to kill each other. I honestly feel like they might give us Pantalone as part of a second Yelan story quest. I feel like it would be a shot in the dark, but pants. Yelan and pants. Everyone's pants or just one person's pants? Her own pants? I don't know. So the hearth, gratitude. I think that's what you wanted to talk about. Irresponsible father. Important. Know that I care deeply about my children. She was lying about that. She could be lying about this too. Hazuda? Nothing else you want to say? Formal topics discussed in formal settings, informal topics in informal settings. So what's happening now? No problem. We're actually almost done, though. I'm pretty sure. Cut it and wear it every day. Sanaragan, thanks for popping in. Thanks for staying so long, too. You trying to get anything out of you when anyone in from there, so there, their judgment and abilities. Yeah. We had a lot of fun conversation. It's always good with you guys around. Okay. Very hard, done all they can. Yeah. Oh. Wait, so Pantalone is pants singular, is in one pair of pants, and Pantalone is multiple pairs of pants. Yelan remains peak. Working very hard, fight back against anyone to try to stop them, especially Lini. Yeah, Yelan and her 3 boyfriends. Reminds me of how people used to do the whole, like, the Zubi thing, like the Zubi bunny. There was one very famous one where it was the Zubi bunny talking about having 20 hot boyfriends. Especially Lane. Okay, it's tricky one to deal with. Unfortunate that he's so eager to prove himself, can't learn to rely on others, including me. I remember I saw a Hoyo Lab post. Well, that trend is a decade old. Zubi has been dead and inaccessible for a decade. But I remember there was a Hoyo Lab post of someone thirsting over, of all things, Yelan's agents, and basically saying, can she share with me? It was truly a sight to behold. So eager to prove himself, relying on others, including me. Okay. Bit of idle gossip, impression of Fiorina. Disputes, freest person in all of Fontaine. Oh, Yelan's 3 agents, the one in her story quest, the 3 guys that she sends out to investigate the guys trying to join the cheesing. I would say there was a Hoyo Lab post saying, those 3 guys are hot, can Yelan share with me? Disputes, perspective with you. Oh. Did that happen during the trial? Guilty? Okay, yeah, exactly. So you see over here, we have a pyro delusion to contrast with her pyro vision. So yeah, that is definitely a vision. So if we ever get a delusion character, it won't be for until a bit longer. That's a shame. Just another vacation. Trouble gets caused. What kind of trouble? Interesting. What kind of goal do they have here then, other than getting the noses? So no? Well, I don't know. It's honestly kind of heavily implied that Scaramouche didn't even have one, because we never even see him with one. You know, the only reason we even know that Senora for sure had a delusion is that Lauren in Artifacts that explicitly states it. We never see Scaramouche with a delusion, and given that his powers came with Dottore tinkering with him, I think we can safely assume that and we never even see him fight until he gets in the robot, at which point his main element is arguably Electro, and given that he was meant to basically be a holder of the Gnosis, Electro-Gnosis, and that, the Shogun, even without the Gnosis' Electro power specifically, that he had inborn Electro power from or just his construction, and that Dottore ramped that up, and that's what he fought with, and that he never had a delusion. I think that given that she has her own abyssal powers, probably, that she might not need a delusion. That if we ever get a delusion playable character, it would probably be a character who does not have a vision and does not have some other ability that might make them able to fight, which might mean that we never actually get a delusion character. Maybe. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I feel about that. That sounds more like an eventual gold trance domain, which I can see coming. Shortly, preparations. No need to take care of it myself. Fiorina, celebrity than a working archon. Yeah. I feel like both Alice and maybe some other members of the Hexen Circle, definitely Gold and Alice, they seem like neutral, chaotic wildcard enough that we could end up coming to blows with them. Yeah, I did. Someone made a very, very funny video that also had a perfectly timed voice line from an NPC of Nouvelette trying to entertain Melusines with the bubble gun and failing. And at the very end, the Melusine said, frankly, I prefer magic. Yeah. But at the very same time, She also cares a lot about her daughter. If I could find that, maybe I'll send it to you. Yeah, timing on stuff like that is crazy sometimes. A celebrity. Over here, you little critter.
こっちにおいで。
Ah, yep, exactly. This is the back alley attack. She's got her claws out. Oh my goodness. What if we got this outfit as a costume? Okay, I should shut up. She's playing with a cat. Oh my goodness. We'll see.
逃げた。
You get that.
おい
Oh, Mate.
私の目標
Oh
は
my goodness. Location the newest chance to approach Fury and to be handed me a silver platter. It's suspicious.
まさかフリーナ殿にこうも簡単に近づくこと
I
が
do like
で
that
きる
we've seen Signora's mask. I mean, Arlecchino's mask now. So that might be the only place we see it. I think it is interesting to wonder because Skirmish did have a mask on top of his original hat, but you could also say that the mech itself and its cockpit was kind of his mask. And honestly, the cockpit more than the actual mech's head, because the mech's head was decorative. He wasn't even in there, if I recall correctly. I think he was he in the head or was he in the chest? I don't even remember.
無防備であればあるほ
Article.
どそれ
Some
は
bait,
餌であ
taking
る
the
可
bait,
能
the
性
touch
が
of the
高
hook.
い
Bait is meant to be sacrifice.
餌に手を出した人
there
を
we go.
責めることはできない
Get to see the...
なぜなら
Oh, goodness.
餌は釣り針にかけられた瞬間犠牲になる運命から
You know, if they could animate
逃れられないの
the
だ
other things relating to the seawater, or what they choose. Okay. Yeah, someone literally posted this exact CG to Twitter. I was just kind of, okay, come on. I do find it really interesting that she has an X in one sort of eye hole of the mask, but not the other. And what I do like is that this explains, after all of the meetings and all the build-up, why Furina was so afraid of Arlecchino.
事実はまさに
Masani?
私が
This
手を
is
出す
not
直前
currently
にして
held
いた
by the
予想と
Archon.
同じ
So it wasn't inside, but she did still
神の
attack.
心を持っていない
Yeah, kokoro o mote ina.
それに加え
Senekure?
彼
Not a
女は
god at
ど
all,
うに
some
も
kind of
神には
curse.
見えないその身には何らかの呪いの
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. See where this goes.
君は誰？
Kimi wa dare?
何をする気だ？
Nane surekida? Oh, finally the line from the trailer. Onegai dakara?
この瞳に宿る恐
Journey
怖
will
は決
not
して
be
嘘
after
では
all?
ない
Must all mean
餌ではないことがこれでほぼ確定した
Okay.
か 私は難なく現場から
Oh my
離れられ
goodness.
誰も私を探さ
Yeah,
ない
yeah, okay.
まして
Interesting.
や私が
I would assume it's in the
囚人ホカロルスを襲撃
oratories.
したと
I would
告
assume.
発する者もいな
So
く
she should focus and seem to anyone.
フリーナ殿
Some kind of
はこの
embarrassment.
件を他人に伝える度胸すらなかったのではないだろうしばらくする
Definitely
案の定スパイから情報
interesting.
が入っ
Yes,
た
quietly cried alone, so
フリーナ
scared.
殿は邸
Not
宅に
sleep
戻
or
った
couldn't even eat cake.
声を
That's how you know it's
すす
bad.
り泣いていた
No
そうだ
cake.
疑う余地もない
There's something wrong with her.
フリー
Everything
ナ
that
殿
must.
は
Yeah, yeah.
何か問題を抱えてい
Poor
る
kid. Not the true.
私
New
は
Vallette is
一
the.
つの
Oh my
推測を
goodness.
立てた
Oh my
も
goodness.
しかす
Well,
ると真の
we
聖人
know,
は彼
given
女
the
で
fact that he's very obviously a dragon, that that's not true. 'Cause there's no way an Archon would be a dragon. I would think. Unless they really want to pull, even, not going to mention leaks, but yeah, exactly. They're just playing around with us.
私には神の
Gnosis
心を見つける
possession
使命
hidden
が
in a place hard for ordinary people to
もしそ
access.
の推測が正しけ
Probably
れば
the
神の
oratories.
心はヌビレット殿のところにある可能性が
I'm
高
gonna
い
say.
お父様
Ah, interesting. So they're investigating the fortress. This is why. Okay, this is a good picture. Yeah, yeah. Smart. Even if it doesn't pan out, they can at least play to people's perceptions. Ah,
子供たちか
Konomotachika.
メロピデ要塞から
Maybe
情
the
報が
outside
届き
gone
ました
missing. Contracts and guards we bribed have gone quite
Course,
well.
some
Oh,
shit
so they're
sourced
bribing
on
guards and contacts, not Victory directly.
例のリオセスリというものがやったのだろう
おそらく
Oh, so
そうだ。
執行官一人の価値は
Most would imagine
Oh, ni
diplomatic
shite
pressure.
takai
Ah, interesting.
水神フリーナ殿
Susan Furina.
最高審判官ヌビレット殿に会おう
Gato
面会の手配
Wonder how she was able to sense that she was not divine. And what kind of connection that would imply or require. Is it just intuition? Is it just a woman's intuition? Or is it something like those sort of abyss
それからリネ
modifications?
リネット
Oh, I'm sorry, that sucks.
君たち3人にはやってもらいたいことがある
Hi.
講師タルタリアの失踪
Oh,
は計画外の
breakthrough.
ものだったが
Station of Furina and New Vallette. Short
流れは
honeys.
完全にハウ
This
ス・
is
オ
the
ブ・ハ
heart
ース
from Meropita front actual
メロピ
intelligence
デ要塞の
gathering.
調査に私が
Interesting. Oh, so us getting sent there wasn't even part of it at all. I just said, I'm sorry to hear that and I hope things get better. Where are we going next? What's gonna
そ
happen
の後の
next?
ことは君も知っ
Quite
ているは
close
ず
to you,
だ
wouldn't have hidden anything from
君
you.
はリネたちとも交友
There
が
we go.
隠すつ
We
も
got
り
our
はない
girl. Okay.
お前
Attack the Hunter
水銀を襲った
Archon.
のか
どれだけ大
Wouldn't
声で
mean
叫
anything
んで
if
も
you shouted from the
それが
rooftop. She's
公
still
になる
pretending
こ
it
と
didn't
ない
even happen.
フリーなた
Oh,
めでさ
okay.
え何事も
I
な
was
かったかの
wondering
よう
how-
に振る舞っているのだ
Oh, Akina was able to tell Fiorina wasn't divine, and I joked, maybe just woman's intuition. But whether it's just a guess or something related to her sort of abyss modifications. You gotta love it. Alright then.
私はフリーなどの
Chances
と
to
2
enjoy
回
tea,
お茶を飲
even
む
more inscrutable.
正直
Might be the
フォ
Hunter
ンテーヌ
Archon
の
doesn't
上
seem to
層
write
は
to me
想
on
像
your
よりも
conclusion.
複雑私は
Goodness,
氷の徐行に付き従っている
Your Archon conducts and carries
Kami no
themselves.
aru
Oh, so it is just basically a
だがヌ
vibe
ビレッ
check.
ト殿といい
Neither fits the
フリー
bill
など
as the Archon.
どちらも何かが欠けている
Get the
これは
idea?
単に私
I
個人
feel do
の
not
感覚
require
に過ぎないが
justification.
情報を扱うものだというのに
Complete
Kokyo
boss
no kami
regarding
ga
the
dare
identity
nano
of
ka
the
sa
god of the
wakaranai
land of my
na.
birth.
実に笑
So they're not. It does seem like she is from Fontaine for real.
フォン
Okay.
テーヌは特別だと
Intriguing
思うの
tales for wounds rise to the
まだ
surface.
多くのことが
Choice but to
水
save
面下にあるな
themselves.
らこうして最大に迫りつつある
They really pulled
フ
out
ォ
of
ン
the
テーヌ
stops.
人が生き延びるには
Average
お
five
そらく
stars.
自分たちでその術を考えるしかないのだ結局のところ生きている
Survive in order to do
ことがチャ
anything
ン
else.
ス
You
と
need
す
to
る
rise happy to cooperate with
今後
you.
もし必要な時が訪れれば
Interesting.
君と協力関係を結ぶことだって辞
So
さ
we're
ない
coping with that.
すぐに答えを出さなくても
Can we do anything right
大
now?
丈夫だ
Situation will
Nice.
continue to evolve, and your
Jitai
name is
ko
often
kokara
connected
saki.
with noble deeds.
Mada
I'm sure we'll
kawaru
work
yokan
together
desu.
someday.
君の名前
Oh
は
goodness.
よく大義と結びつくことが
And
多い
he's coming over here back from.
いずれ共に手
Really
を組
did
む日
take
が
that
来る
long
はず
over
だ
in Nouveau. Well, there is a way straight there from this
こんなに
place.
早く戻ってくるとはな
Kuroto.
いろいろと話
Honestly,
したい
given
こ
that
ともあるだろう
the opera might have the
私はこれで失礼させて
gnosis and the
もらうよ。
fortress has the gate to the primordial sea, I would assume. Maybe that's why they have a quick connection. Not just. Given that Meropide did start off as basically a watch point. Give you to him. Hello. Hello. Goodbye.
ヌビレット問題は解決したのか
ああ
Ah.
現段階ではな
Okay, there were not.
だが
Sooner
長
or
期的
later,
に
the
見て
prophesized events will
この問題
occur.
は非常に厄介だ
Okay, then.
フリーナを守っ
Thank
て
you
く
for
れたこ
protecting
と
Farina. What happened
感謝
down
する
there? Simply power to force the
簡単に
primordial
言
sea
えば
then reseal the
私が
sluice gate.
力を使って大会の
And
水
on
を
our
押しの
side,
け
Nuvia
あのゲートを再び封印し
Hooing. Happens at the tea party, so that should be the end
や
of
は
it.
り召使いが
And as you can.
フリーナに圧
The
力をかけ
pressure
た
feel route to remote it. So
明
ask
ら
some
かに探り聞
questions.
こ
Question granted. Connection to the Hydro Archon, or actually yes, but
お前
real
が
Hydro
水銀
Archon
ってことはい
speculation
ない
on
よ
our
な
part. Yeah, that's not the truth. Something else super
うそのお前
strange.
たちが私とフリーナを指すとして
You do not share her
君た
positions.
ちが何を想像しているかは分からぬがあ
Fortress line
Meropide
complex
要塞は
history,
歴史が
grief
長い。
and suffering. Yep, and we're
あそこには
staring right at the
あ
opera
数多くの
now.
苦しみと痛みが存在する
Interesting.
そして今
Now the catastrophe seemed to be
災難が
upon
訪
us.
れよ
I
うとしてい
mourn
る
this turn of events.
なんと嘆かわしいこ
I
と
think
か
that one was the final line from the trailer to hear. All of a sudden, oh, and he's crying again. He's crying again. They couldn't make it more clear that he's the dragon if they wanted to. Dark clouds, heavier white rain soon grow into a downpour. As a downpour falls without reason. Man is crying. Legend. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is where we get the... Okay, cloud up and pour out rain.
おそらく
Closer to the truth than you think. There we go. Dragon Sovereign of Water. There we go. Goodness, Paimon. How could you not tell that?
そう驚かないでくれ
Not be so surprised. Oh. Explanation. Fiorina. What kind of lore drop are we getting here? Either way, we're almost done. Are you listening? Kind of Fiorina.
ああすまない
Sumane.
おいらたちは当てず
Wonder
っぽ
why
で
didn't
言っ
guess
たんだ
right,
け
did we?
ど
Dragon Sovereign of
ま
Water.
さか
Confirm
当
or
てた
deny?
のかなんか言ってくれよ
Who is he in? Is he anyone in? Oh no! The reason why he doesn't voice anyone in FGO is because he already voices a character in Fate. He voices Mato Shinji, who is the evil, gross older brother character from the original. That's why, because they don't really want to put him in as... Okay. I need to stop bringing up FGO during the confirm or deny.
君たちの推測は
Correct, I'll
正し
keep
い
it a secret for him.
だが
There we go.
どうか内密にしてくれる
Finally,
と
we
助
get
か
our
る
confirmation.
おお
Let me keep it a secret. Yeah.
実
To
は
ask
まだ
you how, and
お前は水
Queen
元首の
Sovereign
竜
of
王
Water,
と
Primal
して
Sea from the
フォンテ
fortress.
ーヌの予言
How
も
to solve the
Genshin.
crisis, none of the currently
私を
living
含む
dragon
全ての
sovereigns
元
in
素
the
竜
world,
は
myself included.
完全
Is
な
this
状
our
態で
full
はない
dragonhood?
話によると
First, usurper
最
seized
古
a
の
part
戦
of the
士がペイ
dragon's
ワットに降
power.
臨した際
Thanks to the archons that
竜の力を
formed
一部奪った
these.
と
Oh, interesting.
今の七神の剣能はその
So
奪った力に
basically,
よるもの
part
だ
of the reason the archons have their specific power is it's not even just the gnosis, is it?
竜には
Ah,
7つ
seven
の元
elemental
素があっ
archons,
て
seven matching dragon
神にも
sovereigns.
7つの元素があ
But
る
what does that say about Nibelung the Dragon King? Why is there an eighth then?
あ
What
の時
element
代を
is
経
he?
験した先代の
Long
水の
time
竜王
ago,
は
successor, part of
は
our
るか
ancient
昔に今から
history.
れ神の消失によ
Not
って
able to do much,
元
disappears
素
or
を
returns
操
their
る天皇が
authority
返
to
還
me.
され現状からして
Status quo,
他の
another way to
方
deal with the
お前でも
prophecy.
解
Can't
決
solve it, so what are we gonna do?
私はこれから
Office,
少し
discuss it with
急
me
ぎ
at a
の
later time, and that'll be
お
our
いらたち
story
も
quest.
ちょうど行きた
To
い
go
場所
to
がある
another visit to the fortress.
旅人メロビ
Bottle
デ
of a
要塞に
genie.
戻ろうぜ
Oh, as in literally sealing it. Oh, and that's why it looks kind of like a tube. Oh, I could see that.
あ
Ah,
あ達者
Tasha. Yeah. Okay. Out of the eons. Oh my goodness. That isn't even the end of it. Well, let's see. Okay. So this is just going to be our short wrap-up, I hope. Back down to the prison, I guess, and this is... Okay, that's actually, So, we can get our upgrade 100 Traveler in a short minute. What's this con for right now? Okay, it's gonna get this, won't do much. Okay, cool. Come on. Laveroon and Christo, okay. Huh. Guys are back, and keep me touching. Another
お
unit.
いおい
Cut
ま
and thrown back down here, not at all.
そうあの
Let's just
騒
hear
ぎに
from
乗じて
jail.
逃げたかと
Jailbreakers
思
just
った
never left. Keeping a secret, we just take care of
おい
it.
らたちちょっと用事が
Well, it should be almost done,
まあ
right?
まあそんなことより無事で何より
Seems
だ
super worried.
Look
I'm
at that,
not super worried as well. Something like that.
ここ数日
Kitchen.
厨房の手伝いを俺もしてるそういう時はいつも
Going drinks in hand,
Died.
scenery.
同じ監獄で過ごしてるんだ
この二人
Warmer
思
and
ったよ
friendlier.
りずっと
Well
親
for
切で面
meals.
倒見が
Meals are steam.
二人とも
Should finish
この
every last bite. So we can sneak out and they won't even be able
い
to
つか僕た
tell.
ちも
One of these
自分の料
days,
理を
cook from
それ
yourself.
もいいな
Show them what I can do. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, they're all gone now, right? I don't think any of that's really relevant anymore. Arlecchino's missing. Okay. Back to Siglin and... Kangoshi-chan. Oh! They called her the nurse. That's funny. Nobitsu?
大丈
Paimon-chan?
夫怪我してない
Yashinai, but doing great. She as you know, we left, did we? Did you mess
怪
up
我
how
をし
was
た
it?
人が少しいるけど
Injuries, damage,
全体
because
的
of
に見ると
visit,
大し
suppress
た
the
ことはないのよ
crisis. Okay.
ヌビレットさんがここに来てくれたおかげ
Nato-san.
ね
No, no,
一
how
時
does
的
that
にだ
work?
けど危
How
機を
does
抑える
that
ことが
work?
できたみたい
Honestly, I feel like that could be counterproductive because it would mean it wouldn't really signify as passive as well. That said, it's mainly just the icon, not the glow. Okay. Crisis. Also, thank you for the help
で
you
もヌ
provided.
ビレットの
It
や
was
つヌ
needed
ビレッ
here.
トさんは水
Ah,
元
hydro
素が強く
resonance.
共鳴できるから
I feel the
増水した海
waves.
か囚
Wonder
人
what
たち
that
の
did
手
with
当
the
てをしてた
teacup, though.
時
Bombshell
あの
brothers
ゴム
and
ブ
Jews
ラ
of the
ザーズ
wounded.
から聞いたんだけ
A
ど
word, but
も
alright.
し急いでなかったらここ
Oh,
に泊まってい
oh.
ってちょうだい
Oh, interesting. Let me try that.
何
Few
か
more
食べたい
days,
ものがあ
creating
れば
my dish.
いつでもちょうどう
Infirmary.
ちも君た
Your
ちの
facial
顔の
muscles.
筋肉をもっと
Contagious smiles. That's nice. Okay, Sigwin and
時
then
間があったら
Fortress just a little while longer. Okay, let's see. So if we... Huh, that didn't work. Okay, well... Frankly, I'm not in any real hurry. Okay. Let's go back up here and check out the actual infirmary, which should be those other two guys. And like I said, I would have thought this would have been done by now. I don't want to keep the other people in this house up too long. Okay, let's finish this out. You can. If you want to show me, you can show me. What I'm saying is that I'm hopefully trying to close this out soon anyway. So I'm not sure I'd be able to show it off. We'll see. Let me see. Come on. Down here. Oh, it's actually the siblings. Okay. So, oh, they're just playing card games. Their deacon isn't even a woman. Sweet. Okay. Konnichiwa. Yeah, really. Did people really say that? Did they think it was going to be as long? Did they think it was going to be shorter? Covering nicely. Thanks to everyone's support. Corinda in person. How did you react? Nothing. City life wasn't a big deal to her at all. Not worried about it. Interesting. Draw it. So about that they made. Tosamani. Mishi, hard to understand when you started working with us. Well, surprising. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Doing things most I consider you. Uh-oh. Well, and trustworthy. But you proud, raw dollars. Okay. Appreciate it. In what sense? Not relying on others, or?
お父様が言いそうなこと。
ちょっと。
しばらくここに残るんだ。多分そんなよかった。一緒にお茶会ができる。
Okay. So one last set of people to talk to and we'll be done.
もっとってことは、
It was just cake, another
上でも
prize.
次は私たちと一緒に
Okay.
お茶を味わ
Tea and snacks. Okay. So what this is real quick. Okay.
今度お茶会の準備をしてもいい？
あ、それはいいね。
それいいね。
僕も手伝う。
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Me when they even took the dragon allegations away from Kokomi. That was more than a little dirty. Okay. Let me see. Can I? So I'll try that out. Okay. Let me see real quick. Okay. Let me watch that. Yeah, hopefully she can be the real successor. Okay. Come on. Oh, deep water. Huh. Oh, by basically dropping in water. Oh, interesting. So it's a water kind of... Oh, wow, and it works underwater. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'll try that. I'll try that real quickly. Oh, come on. I don't think that'll happen. For various reasons. Oh, and the... Oh, the boat is open. Hello. Dock up there. This is actually... No, this area... That wouldn't be this thing over there, though. Well, we'll see. Okay. Julio and... Julie still haven't eaten. You got something, so I forgot. Excuse for it's us. Okay. Quite the mess here. We'll find things. Secret passage from the infirmary. Work on the ship. Okay. Still top secret? Oh, so there's an infirmary passage too. So I feel like we'll go there eventually. Even if that area is a little Duke's office. Okay, about that. Slack off. Here's so much. Cover for your relationship. Oh my goodness. I feel like the end or some story quest is going to confirm this. Maybe. And then we go talk to Riathesley, and Riathesley, and it should be done. Without it, when I can find the time. Yeah, they're soon for each other. Yeah, this is... Looks like it always collisions, so... Yeah, and the Archeum caches are even separate, so... I feel like we have to go there eventually. It's bigger than the actual area of the fortress we can actually go into. Yeah, it's massive. Should be the end. Okay. What if he has any contact with Fiorina in that boat plan? Riathesley's Ark. Noah, according to the Bible, invented alcohol. To the surface, strange winds blowing. Doing everything still alright. The spark came down and took care of the worst of it. Ask him to stay here. Plan, you'd exit reports for a puddle
一
of
つの
water.
水たまりのために慌ただしく降りてきた挙句
Cup of tea, his
本
gift.
当にそう
そ
Super
れと
busy.
クロリンデさんも帰って
Also a gift.
ヌビレット
Milkshakes,
さんのは
milkshake
そう
and
だ
lipstick. So she lucked out.
クロリンデさんはヌビレットさんほど忙しくないゆえに
Beauty
健康維持
products,
そうだ
that's cute. Just for you, and
Yeah.
these are from
メ
yours
ロピデ要
truly.
塞での仕事
It's
を
gonna
終え
be
たからに
tea
は
at any
い
time.
つでも水の
Cruise
上
in
に
turn,
戻れ
use or sell until your turn is
Daga.
up. Which is
あんた
basically
らが
just
使って
telling
た
us.
あの牢屋はケーキが終わるまで
I
好きに
honestly
使ってく
do
れて
feel
構わない
like if we end up fighting the whale, that we'll use at least one of those boats for it. But I'm not sure how it would even have sea access. It's basically stranded in that cave. She would just use her umbrella gun.
本
Trim is up. For a really long time. Food still covered.
ああ
Cafeteria for free. Once a
ケー
day.
キが終わる日になったら
Ed Sheeran. Oh my goodness. Not
俺のと
that
ころま
one.
で手続きしに来るのを忘れるなよ
Time for your release. Okay. Said he wants us to stay. Return to rest. Not more.
手
Okay.
続きを踏まないと
Close until we completed your
あんたら
paperwork.
の犯罪
Find
記
me
録
again
は
when
ず
you're
っと
done
残され
serving
た
your
ままになる
sentence. Okay. Let me see just a second. Oh yeah, exactly.
手続きを
Honestly,
踏ま
more
ない
like
と
KGB
あんたら
agent.
の犯
Okay. So hopefully this should actually be the end of it. And I can just go underwater. Keep saying this must be the end, and then it keeps not being the end. I feel like given that we closed off the other quest with sleeping, so this sleep should be the end. Oh goodness. Kept going so long that you aren't even tired anymore. Goodness. EP. Come on.
ちょっとした
And you're gonna get another dream from Totaku, or sell again, no longer prisoners, doesn't feel the same huge weight.
でも
Gained our freedom. Pretty special. Understandable. Something you'd like to say? How did he know? Immediately fall asleep. Amazing duo after all. New places, friends with so many people, traveling and meeting new friends.
この世界
Two
に
people,
は
no matter
数
where
え
we
き
go,
れない
pretty
ほど
cool.
問題があるのに
Best adventures
今夜
ever.
もカウントしてくれるの
Understandable.
か
The adventure, being a god counts too.
今度キャサリンに
Adventure handbook is on. An adventure from this day forward. Kitty, Crash, you sleep soon too.
前にここで寝
Secret
た
a
時
mess
は
in the private
ね
seawater.
今回はさす
Oh,
が
okay.
に何もない
Oh,
よ
glad to
ね
help. Happy to help. Fine, so don't worry. Good
じゃあ
night to
お
you.
やすみ
What would happen if we touched seawater? You aren't Fontainian. There we go. Oh, this was actually from the trailer too. Very end of the quest. It's funny. Yep, exactly. There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Fair. Oh. Using the sea. No voice line? No, they actually did voice it. It was cute. Oh. The whale is back. The whale is back. That was very cinematic. Okay. So we know what's next. Claim this. Yeah, share your opinion. Wonder what it's gonna be like to reunite with him at the end. Hey, get a constellation. Okay. Words of justice. Okay. Almost no achievements. Gave a decent amount. Oh, knew what's Tridentini out of the eons. Eon Wave is the name of the pacifiers. Weapon Cataclysm's Quickening. There we go. Cool. Okay. Enough. Okay. Delivier's. It's funny when the anniversary thing said, you have done 0 hangout quests. Okay. Thank you. It's been a story key to unlock that. Okay. Let's go and check out the... Defeat all the enemies in the Wi-Fi region. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not like I can get my computer sick.
しばらくネビレットに
Shibaraku?
会
Well,
ってない
we'll
け
do
ど
this
ど
later.
うしてるだろう
I don't know.
なあいつの正体とかいろいろ気になる
Identity? Go talk to him and
い
find
っそ
out.
こっちから会いに行こうぜ
Hi, Nikose. So does he have... Oh, okay, so this is what reveals Ancient Dragon's Authority, Leviathan Judicators, and, you know, Sea Beast Judge. Okay. Constellation doesn't look very Judicator to me, but it looks very Leviathan. Okay, so we can go and claim our reputation rewards real quickly, and after that... Well, I mean, covering up... It's not gonna make me sneeze less. The only thing I can think is you don't like the sound. So we got that done. So we actually are done for today. I'm excited to see what happens next. Okay. I'm just gonna hop off here. Thank you for... Oh, right, I do need to try the water. Oh, well, I don't know. It's not because of cold, it's a seasonal allergy thing. It's honestly been a little unnervingly hot in here. It's October, but it isn't cold. Okay, so if I... There we go. Oh, it wasn't quick enough. We're definitely up too high. Okay. Let's try that another time. Okay. Fill it out. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I have to... Oh, I have to get in the water to the point where I'm literally just above... Oh, wow. So, basically the point where... I'm failing! I'm failing again. Okay. Let's go and... How far up are we gonna get? Oh, come on. I guess I need to time it before it actually starts. I can't believe I'm worse than an Instagram reel. I'll never recover. Okay. Okay. So right before... Wait. Huh? So the timing is somewhere in between what we just did. Okay. I'll try one more time. I'm not too attached to this. Huh. The big thing is just... If I go too early, it won't show up at all. If I go too late... Let's try this one more time. Oh, come on. Well, they might have patched it already. I don't know. Either way, it was a good time, yeah. Maybe I'm good at being bad. Who knows? Either way, thank you. This went on a little longer than expected, but we did manage to finish the quest, which is good. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today, and yeah, Sonaragan. Thank you.